So the flaming rocks come crashing out of the sky, smashing into the docks, destroying the town, and casting you all in different directions. No, I'm really not going to do that to you guys. I mean, I'm not above that. Y'all know I will. But not today. This is supposed to be a joyous occasion of Idle Champions Presents The Unfair Seas. Now, full disclosure, everyone, I am running all of the tech on my side, and I'm doing it for the first time. So if something is wrong, I am sorry. I am doing my best to keep all of these numerous plates spinning, but you know what, y'all? We're going to do what we do, and we're going to work it out. So let me just pop into chat and make sure that you guys can see and hear us. So... everybody seeing here? We good? Everybody's good? Perfect. All right.
I think I'm showing up as Luke.
That is exactly what is going on. That is awesome. So hang on. Let's see if I even can change this. Y'all about to see it on the fly. Here we go. This is real time. You're about to watch some techno wizardry here. That's the whole overlay moving. Hang on. I'm going to put you.
Can both of you get up and just switch seats?
Yeah, that
yes,
really
there was a switch seats.
Yeah, but you don't think about me. You only think about yourselves. That's cool.
I'll just play MILF. I mean,
it's true.
Let's do it.
I mean, there you go. Boom.
Oh, no, I have to sing.
Boom. Hey, look at that. Pro. Okay, so, hi, hello, Idle Champions, The Unfair Seas. This is going to be a 3-part adventure with these wonderful people, and then there'll be 3 more adventures with a different set of guests, but right now we are doing this. So before we get started, first, just introduce who you are as people, because we will introduce your characters properly later on. And I'm going to go in the order that you all are on my screen. So we will start with you, Krystina.
hello and welcome to Sorry Wrong Show. Hi, I am Krystina Arielle, and I am playing Ariza, who will be launching in Idle Champions this Wednesday. She's an Aasimar cleric bard. She's a diva with a deva, and she's got a penchant for bad jokes and really bad juggling.
First of all, I'm already in love. Mark?
Hello, I'm Mark Meer. I do voices in video games, and one of the voices that I've done is Baloth the Entertainer, purveyor of the most gruesome gladiatorial combat the Underdark has to offer. And that's who I'll be playing today.
Erin?
I am Erin M Evans. I'm the author of the Brimstone Angels saga and co-host of Champions of Lore, and I will be playing Havilar from my books, who is a tiefling glaive fighter and frenemy of the Hells, we'll say.
I mean, who among us is not a frenemy of the Hells, correct? All right. Vivka?
Hey, everybody. I am Vivid Vivka. My name is Vivka. Vivid is a descriptor. I am playing Ezvile Rajna, noble, but also the Black Viper.
I mean, wait, the Black Viper?
Yes, and I got a new hat for no reason.
I mean, the hat is self-validating though. Like in and of itself, the hat works.
It's very big, and my plumage is very full.
You know, that's a full commandant hat. That's like 2 ships worth of hat, you know? And last but certainly not least, Luke.
Hello, everyone. My name's Luke Gygax. I'm a soldier, author, and convention organizer. In fact, GaryCon is coming up this March, so check us out. And I will be playing my childhood D&D character, Melf, a.k.a. Prince Brightflame, a wizard from the realms.
The Melf, y'all. The Melf of Minute Meteors fame, of Acid Arrow fame. The Melf. All right, here. All right. Okay, so... before we get started, I would like to point out that, again, we've had a vote going on for about the last week or so inside of Idle Champions that will directly affect the outcome of this game. We have a vote going on right now that is going to directly affect the outcome of next week. So for those of you that participated, thank you so much. For those of you that haven't, you can vote right now and you can affect all the rest of the episodes. Also, we do have an Idle Champions code, which I'm hoping the mods are going to be able to put in chat, although I suppose I myself can as well. The first one is Erin Evan Shav Alar. I appreciate it. They broke up Erin Evans Havilar into the Idle Champions code. So that is it. There you go. And one last thing before, hang on, I will try and drop it in there. Before we get down to it, there is one last piece of business that is necessary, and that is, it is someone's birthday. It is Vivka's birthday today. So happy birthday to you.
Aww.
Now, I know from firsthand experience, trying for all of us to sing via Zoom is an absolute train wreck. So I would like to call upon one of the greatest entertainers of the modern age, if Baloth
Of course.
would be willing to sing happy birthday to the Black Viper. We will
None of this went as
appreciate it.
expected.
Delighted, and what an honor to serenade one of the most famous rogues in all of Waterdeep, if not the realms. Happy birthday to you. Yes, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Vivka and Black Viper. Happy birthday to you.
Brilliant, brilliant.
My cheeks hurt. I'm smiling so hard, my actual face hurts.
Ladies and gentlemen, both and neither, I'm Mark Meer. Also, before we go on, let me tell you one of the first things that was voted upon was which of our champions should gain inspiration at the start of this episode, which is normally inspiration is an extra D20. For these games, it is going to be a D6 because we have super sexy Idle Champions D6 die, which you think I would have had close enough to show you. I don't. It's over there, just out of arm's reach, but I'll show it to you. Oh, no, there it is. Hey, there it is. Again, the consummate professional, Mark Meer. However, I'm changing things up because I was like, a D6 to a roll, that's not enough. That's not enough. So I'm changing it so it will be an extra D6 to all rolls today. And the winner of that vote was the mighty Havilar. So there you go. All episodes.
That's some serious business.
Extra D6 to everything. And in D&D Beyond, down in the lower left, there's an icon that looks like a little die. You just click that, and you just add 6 to everything you do, basically. Okay. So there you go. Congratulations, Havilar.
Thanks, people.
And thank you, people. And there you go. You guys can vet. That is one of the ones that is up every week. So there will be a different different hero every time. You can give an extra D6 to all rolls every week. So make sure that you vote when that comes up. And with that being said, let us get into this properly. The adventure begins when you all arrive in a sleepy little town on the Sword Coast called Echo Bay. Echo Bay is a picturesque settlement. Its buildings kept cheerful, looking with fresh paint against the bright, shining sun and the salt air. The town spreads along the cliffs some 40 feet above the sea, with those cliffs curving inward to carve out a sheltered bay whose walls echo with the pounding of the surf and the shrieking of gulls. Sturdy stairs and winch lifts carry folk, fish, and cargo between the town and the docks below. Here, on a wonderful, breezy day, during Fleet's Wake, which is a time of celebration of all of the sea gods of Faerun, but particularly sacred of Umberlee, the Queen Bitch herself, the goddess of sea and storm, to whom all sailors whisper hushed prayers and on occasion toss offerings overboard into the sea to gain her favor. Well, this is especially important and prominent time for her. The 5 of you have been invited to Echo Bay for a party by an old friend of yours who, while being surprisingly tall for what he is, always knows how to have a good time. But for now, the first to arrive in town, of course, would be the lovely Ariza, who always knows how to make an entrance. What does Ariza look like as she walks into this bustling port town?
Well, she walks in as usual, decked completely out in white. Her wings are not out, but she is still glowing just a little bit because it's just who she is as a person. And she's very excited about Fleet's Wake. So as she's walking into town and making eye contact, waving, greeting, she stops and turns to a vendor at the store.
Can I help you, miss? What, are you some sort of like angel or something? Because those wings look very convincing.
Sitting here taking my wings out, baby, looking for a party to go. I'm celebrating free sweat, baby, this evening. I need some free sweat, baby, tonight. I need some free sweat. Yes. Oh, they're mine. Yes, they're real.
While you start singing, you hear a crash and commotion behind you, and you hear a voice saying, wait, no, we're not giving that away for free. Hang on a second. And you see a very small globe come floating forward with a large singular eye in the middle and a number of eye stalks that looks surprisingly like this. But about half of the eyes have eye patches and little bandanas tied, and there's a bandana tied across the top. Darling, you're wasting all of that talent. Do you know how much coin we could be generating right now?
I'm sorry, I got distracted. I guess beauty really is in the eye of the beholder. You get it? Beauty.
Well, because it's
in the eye of the
beholder. Anyone has ever made that gag, but right now, this one lens is reflecting you, darling. Yes.
I just wanted to listen. Bard's gonna bard, right?
You know,
am I right?
Look, I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, darling, but I'm just saying you're just leaving pearls before. Hang on a second. Wait, you want to talk about somebody with some business sense? I think that is Baloth the Entertainer. Baloth!
Oh,
honey! In Baloth, you do hear someone calling your name. What does Baloth look like as he arrives in Echo Bay?
Baloth actually, rather than walking into town, suddenly appears in a nimbus of magical energy which crackles around him. He looks up briefly and says, "Thank you, Najim," before walking towards the voice that's calling him. He is a drow, currently wearing what he calls his goggles of day, which are essentially a pair of sunglasses, so eliminating his disadvantage in the daylight. He's carrying a long carved stick with a skull at the head. He seems to be dressed completely in black until you examine more closely and you see that there are some very deep shades of purple in between. His eyes fairly glow red as he flashes a maniacal smile, which he thinks is charming, around at the various people surrounding him. He immediately sweeps aside a curtain and says, "Who calls? Who summons Baloth the Entertainer?"
Darling, I didn't catch your name, by the way. My name is Iris. What was your name, angel darling?
I'm Ariza, and Baloth and I have met.
Ariza! Fancy meeting you here. In town for the festival, are we?
Yes, I figured since you and I didn't have any work coming up together soon that I could get away for a bit. And here you are.
No, believe me, I know. A little goes a long way, but hold on. Come here. And you see the small beholder sort of like floats. She's like just a little bit bigger than your head. She's fairly small for a beholder. And comes up and plants a very wet kiss on your cheek, Baloth. And as some of the eye stalks turn and are looking in all directions, and she's like, "This beautiful creature here was just serenading this like fish vendor over, and I was telling her, darling, you should be charging for that because it was objectively wonderful, but it's like just leaving platinum in the mud."
Oh, I'm well acquainted with Ariza's prodigious talent. Her beauty is legendary, but even that pales in the face of her singing ability. You know, she does the open mic night at the Yawning Portal and brings down the house on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah, I don't get up to Waterdeep too much. There's, another guy. He likes to think he's the Xanathar. I think he's a Xanathar. Like, I haven't checked. There might be more than one, but, we don't really... see eye to 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 eye on many things. So,
I think that's 10. That's 10. Wait,
Yeah.
11? Yeah.
It's wait. And two of her little eye stalks reach out and grab both of you around the head and pull you in. Okay. Nobody look. I mean, I realize I'm looking with a number of eyes, but you two don't look. I think I see the Black Viper. The Black Viper. I don't know if it's her because it's not. She's wearing a hat I'm not accustomed to, but it might be her though.
We're talking about the legendary Black Viper, yes?
One of the little eye stalks gets right in yours, and it's like it's either really her or it's somebody that like super jacked her style and is gonna get executed when the real Black Viper shows up. But it definitely bears a striking resemblance. Yes.
Ooh, I've got to have a word with her. What an attraction she would be at the Black Pits. Top of the bill. Where?
Okay, all right, hang on. We're gonna, she's like, over to the left. Your left, Ariza, your right. No, she's being like very sneaky. It's normally she would be like undetectable. I just kind of have a way with these things. It's kind of goes with the like multiple eyes, you know. So yeah, she's over there, third crate to the right. Be cool, because Bailoff, if she decides that she wants to like murder you, I don't know that I'm gonna help you, buddy. Okay.
Of course.
So,
And Black Viper, yes, please.
so as all of you turn and look down the alleyway, your eyes focus on a woman with a long, flowing, beautiful red gown and perfect brown curly locks. And you kind of squint in the dark, and that's when you notice the small, almost invisible shadow-like creature picking that woman's pocket and just pulling some gemstones out and being like, oh.
Oh, far be it from me to interrupt any larceny. That's really none of my business. But I wonder, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance. I am Bailoff Baratil, known to some as Bailoff the Entertainer. Tell me, have you considered a career in showbiz?
And she sweeps over her cape dramatically, ridiculously dramatically flowing. It's like the Spawn cape. And she comes over and she's like, oh, well, charmed.
Oh, of course. A very dry and respectful kiss upon the ring.
Delightful. I received an invite to this thing, which honestly in itself is very surprising. I don't know how they got my address.
You were invited? How odd. Myself and I believe my companion were as well. This is Ariza. And how are you called?
Oh, well, you can simply refer to me as the Black Viper, and that is all that you really need to know right now. Now, you, though, and she turns to Ariza, you look familiar. Have we met?
I spend a lot of time at the Yawning Portal. I perform every Thursday night. You look so familiar. Have we met before?
You know, I was there one night doing completely legal actions, and I saw this terrible troupe of rapscallion bards, and there was this disgusting little creature with green hair, a little sprite thing, wild wings, crazy look in her eyes. I think I remember you hanging out with her. Terrible thing, my dear. Just looking at you, you can do a lot better.
That was the Sirens, and I'm a member of that terrible troupe that you saw. Yeah, you couldn't possibly be who I thought you were, but you would look really great with green hair.
Oh, absolutely tragic. I would never. Well, my darling,
that is the Black Viper.
Yes, thank you. But my dear, I have heard your vocal absolute artistry 2 seconds ago, and I must say, from what I saw in the Yawning Portal that day, you should be the lead.
You know, I like to think of changing the name sometime to Ariza and the Crew. So just trying to get it to stick.
Yeah.
I like it.
Ariza featuring the Sirens. Yes, that has a nice ring.
Yeah.
I am very sure that absolutely nobody will have a giant problem with that and fight it with every tooth of a being.
Ariza, as you all are over here engaging in, let's be honest, your favorite activity of people being quite honest about how fantastic you are, you feel a chill go up your spine and immediately be replaced almost with like a stab in your heart, like something unsettling is nearby.
Ariza,
Something's not right.
are you okay? You look like someone just walked over your grave.
Not dead yet, but anyway, what were we talking about?
I was just about to introduce Black Viper to one of the greatest examples of martial magnificence the Underdark has to offer. The Black Pits. It is an attraction of renown, shall we say. And I think that you would be a star if I could sign you up.
Oh, I don't really need the spotlight. Lights kind of get in the way of the whole, shadow, picky type thing.
Of course, but there are monetary concerns.
Don't sign with him without reading the contract. You're going to sign away your soul.
Oh, well, I'll have my people definitely call your people, and I definitely have people.
Excellent. My person is a djinn. He'll be right with you, I'm sure.
Ariza, this feeling, you can't shake it. And you start to hear like a hush go through the crowd too. It's just like the people are like very clearly moving away from something. They're doing it subtly. There's not like a screaming panic, but it very much is like the mother grabs the child's hand and like starts moving away from something that you can't quite see, but you can feel. And then you catch a glimpse of it. A black beast that looks like a huge hound the size of a large horse. Havilar, what does Zuni look like? And for that matter, what does Havilar look like?
Zuni is a Nessian warhound. She does look like a kind of like a wolf mastiff mix the size of a draft horse. She has a steel cage over her mouth because as she drools, little flecks of fire come off. Havilar is probably riding on her back. She is a kind of long, lanky tiefling girl wearing kind of scarred up armor with a glaive strapped to her back. She's got kind of purpley black hair and gold eyes.
Havilar, you're accustomed to this reaction to Zuni, and so is Zuni. Like, she's just waiting for you to tell her to kill one of these people. As every time somebody gets too close, she just sort of like looks at one of them and then looks at another one, and just sort of a rumble that you can feel more than hear kind of comes from deep inside of her huge rib cage as she's just walking into town.
I think as Havilar's coming into town, she is counting off her fingers as someone who is responding to a sending spell, going, "It's not a trap. I got an invitation, you big worry fart. Stop bugging me. I'm having fun. And crap, I lost count. Tell Mahan to leave me alone. Zuni, you can't eat anybody."
And you see the flame dribbles a little more as she's salivating. But of course, Zuni is incredibly well trained. She doesn't do anything without your permission. But Havilar, you do notice in the commotion, the conspicuous figure of a drow with his, what is the name of your device that allows you to see again, good sir?
Goggles of day.
Of your goggles of day, talking to a beautiful woman with a very long hat with an even longer feather. That might be the Black Viper, actually, now that you think of it. But more than anything, there is this gorgeous, angelic person very much looking right at the two of you as you come riding in.
Havilar is going to, as she gets close, jump off Zuni's back and come over and go, oh my gosh, you look amazing. Are those your wings or did you buy them? Can I buy them? Can I buy some?
No, you could be born in Asimar and get your very own set.
Rats. Well, you're really cool looking. Hey, Black Viper!
Can I ask, how tall is Zuni?
She's the size of a draft horse, so I'm not bad at numbers.
Is that 5 foot at the shoulder, more or less?
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. When you started describing Zuni, the first thing I did was look at animal handling, which is a +0. So Black Viper is going to lean back and like put up her hands because there is absolutely no escaping a beast who is looking right at her, and she's like, charmed.
Oh, tell me, is she friendly with other dogs of the same prodigious size?
What?
Bailoff, I'm right here.
Oh, certainly not you, my dear. I meant Marmaduke. Suddenly there is an equally large direwolf-looking dog. Well, actually, it's a bit more mastiffy. It seems to be made of shadow and fog that is standing sort of nearby. Marmaduke, here, boy.
As this shadowy mastiff appears from inside the crowd, again, people start clearing out more, but you start to hear, I got 5 gold on the shadowy one. No, man, 10 gold on the fire-breathy one. Look at it, it's drooling fire. And once she takes that cage off, it's going to be the end for Shadow Beast there. And you absolutely hear action start happening in the crowd of people taking bets on Zuni versus Marmaduke.
Now, there'll be no wagering that I don't get a percentage of.
Black Viper has already vanished from your side and is in the crowd running the bets.
Do me a favor here, Black Viper. Roll something for me here. Hang on. Give me insight.
Insights. All right. I have no. Did I do it? Did it work?
If it showed up for you, it probably, I'm sure.
Okay,
it
cool.
is, but...
Sorry, this is my first time using the online rollers. I've always used the dice.
Well, the
so
plugin
I rolled,
is new, so that's not just you.
I rolled insight and it was an 18.
Just as an aside here, Master Burglar in chat, thanks Master Burglar, said draft horses are my size at the shoulder, so that's almost 7 foot at the shoulder. Zuni is much bigger than we thought.
Oh my god!
Zuni hit a growth spurt right there in front of you when being tested by this other hound. Just like,
Well, how am I supposed to get up?
what was that on your insight? Sorry, Black Viper?
18.
As, you know, a couple of people do kind of start taking you up on the action for this, you realize most of them are gambling on something else. There is a book racket that is going on right now that most of the people are placing bets on something that you can't quite figure out what it is they're talking about, but it's apparently some kind of conflict between Pumpkinhead and Walnut.
Oh, yes. Pumpkinhead versus Walnut. It's going to be an absolute fallout battle. It'll be fantastic. And I am currently taking bets 2-1 on Pumpkin. You would be absolutely ridiculous not to bet on Walnut right now with me. 1 silver here. Come on, I got 2 silver from you. Let's go.
Give me, Black Viper, give me deception.
Okay. Okie dokie. I have rolled a 13.
It's, you know, a couple of them are like, all right, well, you look trustworthy with the mask and all. Okay, and start giving you.
It's just part of the garb. I'm dressing up as the Black Viper. Definitely not the real one. Don't judge me here. Yes, come on, bets. Come on, bring them in.
Meanwhile, here in the crowd, as all of this commotion is happening, Melf, you got here a little ahead of everyone else and sort of blended in the best that you could, being conspicuous, but you never had a head for the hero worship that always falls at your feet. And you do hear this sort of wave going through the crowd as you look over and you see this gigantic Nessian warhound and this shadowy beast with its drow attendant there squaring off on each other here right in the middle of town.
That doesn't look like a good situation, and I think the citizens may be in trouble. So I will throw back my cloak, opening up, showing my elven chainmail in my green tunic with the gold trim, and draw forth a sword that glows with a green energy around it. And I will stride forward and say, "Ho there! What is going on?"
Whoa, friend, you could put away the hardware. This isn't a dogfight, it's a play date.
You see Zuni immediately rotates around towards Melf, just waiting for you to tell her to kill him. She's just like, okay, let's do it.
Gonna give her the shake.
She
Tarto,
looks
sit down.
very disappointed.
Wait a
You
second.
chased those bandits the other day. That should hold you. I don't want to clean it up again.
And
I'm good. Do I see the Black Viper?
give me perception, because she's taking action in the
Okay.
crowd. But let's see here.
Let's give it a shot. Let's see what I got.
The rest of them are highly conspicuous, and yes, you definitely see. But let's see if you see her as well.
13.
There's a feather moving through the crowd that you kind of zero in on, and oh yeah, that's her.
Okay. All right. If I didn't get a good look at her, then I'll leave it alone. But
13's enough. You again.
Oh, okay.
You're not used to that hat, but I mean, it certainly looks like her. That hair. Who else has that hair and also that mask?
Right. Well, in that case, I'll go. Hold on a second, and I'll step closer to her, and I'll be like, "Esvele, is that you?"
And I don't click with my real name for a second. I turn around and go, "Yes, hello, dear. Did you want to?" Oh my God, Melf!
And I'll sheath my sword, and I'll give her a hug and be like, It's been ages. I can't believe it."
I do like a mwah kiss on each side. I have not seen you since the Waterdeep social when you choked on the cucumber sandwiches. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. I never thought you'd live it down. How are you?
The good use of Mage Hand, though, I was able to get that out right away. So thank goodness I had that handy.
Okay,
But look, with the hat, I couldn't miss you in the crowd. That's amazing.
well, I mean, you could if I wanted you to, but you know.
Well, certainly.
We're trying to play more in the open right now. Oh my gosh, I haven't seen you in forever. Are you still doing that little party trick with the green arrows?
Oh, yes. It's still one of my favorite things to do. But do you have anything to do with the drow and the horned tiefling and the dogs? Is that the giant dogs? Do you know these people?
Ish. I like to think of them as friends of opportunity. Yes, I'll take your bets right here. And opportunity is abundant. I am just pocketing all of the money, by the way. Like, there is no notes being written down or anything. Like, it is all just going into a bag. Oh, absolutely. You just go around the corner and check in after the fight, maybe 10, 15 minutes. There'll definitely be someone there to give you your winnings. Absolutely. Definitely will happen.
While you guys are having this conversation, you all hear, the five of you hear a familiar voice echo through the town square, much louder than usual. Oh, you guys, over here. And you see a familiar halfling. He stands almost 5 foot, which is very tall for a halfling. And his trademark red and green hair is tucked under a pirate hat. And he's got an orange parrot sitting on his shoulder and is wearing a complete pirate outfit, complete with a little hook where his mechanical hand usually is. And he waves enthusiastically as you see there's what looks like a sad-looking woman standing next to him. They strike a very odd pair, with him being like, you guys! Oh, Zuni, hi!
Freely, my friend. Good to see you. What's with the getup?
What? I mean, it's Fleet's Wake, you know, and I just thought, like, you know, winning, you know, they say win in Waterdeep, do as the Water Havians do, and so, you know, Echo Bay, I thought, like, piracy and, you know, Sacred Umberly, I don't know. It was this, or I was gonna do, like a shell bikini thing, but I thought this would, like, be a better look.
I think you could pull off the bikini, but...
Definitely.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Is there a costume shop around here I could possibly visit?
I am sure we could get something hugged away. You guys know, come here. You came. Say, hey, wow. You know, like I wanted a chance to hang out with my friend for Fleet's Wake. This is my first Fleet's Wake. I've been told usually it gets like a little crazy around here, and I've hung out with all of you guys, and I just thought it'd be fun if we just kind of like kick back and relax for a little while. Although I sort of have slightly bad news, but like just like a little bit, just tiny bad.
Define bad.
Oh, I know we're supposed to just be like hanging out and having a good time and everything, right? But turns out like some people are in trouble, and you guys know I like doing hero and stuff, and like this lady was like asking me for help, and like I know we're just supposed to be like relaxing and having like a fun weekend, but I mean like people need help. I can't like not help people.
It's actually really easy if you try.
No, that's just like the opposite trajectory of our relationship, like Viper. Like you're not supposed to make me more callous. I'm supposed to make you more caring. See, that's where we're supposed to be going on our narrative arc there. And not
Gross.
No.
Really, my halfling friend of unusual size. I indeed agree with you. How may I be of assistance? This sounds like a noble quest.
He elbows this sad woman, and he goes like, "That is Melf. That's like the Melf. Did you know that? It's like no, like that's the Black Viper, and also the Baloth, and the Ariza, and the Havilar. No, I know, like really important people. No, that's right. Yeah. Okay. Wait, okay. I told you they help you. Okay. So you guys, hi. This lady here. She says that she was waiting on her son's ship to come in, and it hasn't arrived, and it should have been here by now, and it's unusual. It's called the Muskrat, and it seems weird that it hasn't arrived yet, and she was asking if I could help her figure it out, and I'm like, I mean, maybe, but like I can only do so much like out in the ocean, but I just thought it was worth maybe like, you know, kind of putting our heads together, maybe like ask around a little bit, like figure out what's going on.
Our ships to come in. She's waiting on the ship to come in. You guys get it? Like we're all waiting on our ships to come.
No, I got it. Yeah. All right, Freely. I suppose this tiresome habit you have of being randomly benevolent can be tolerated for now. You're always good company, but
you know, maybe the true prize is the friends we make along the way.
Is there any like actual monetary real prize though? I'm just checking.
Yes. I've got overhead to think about.
My heart is already golden. I need more in my pockets.
Madame Jarre, is there any budget for this such things? And she looks around and she's like, well, I suppose that the Muskrat was foundational to our family business, but I'm sure I could arrange some sort of reward for each of you.
If I may, as you are planning that, Viper starts to hear a rumbling behind her of people being like, "Wait, so where do we go to collect the winnings? Where do we?" Actually, you know what? I'm in. I'm absolutely in. When do we leave? Right now. It's fine. Let's just go and go look.
No. We can't go yet. Like, you guys haven't seen the crab battle yet. Like, Pumpkinhead and Walnut are squaring off. Like, it's crazy. Like, I mean, you guys haven't seen these things. Like, they're crabs, but they're, like, the size of, like they're bigger than you guys. Like, no, you gotta see that. Like, that's like, why else do you come to Echo Bay to not watch the crab battles? I mean, besides
I don't like crab.
I mean, we don't have to eat the crab, Ariza. Like, I mean, like, we can just, like, watch the crabs, like, throw hands or throw claws. I don't...
Baloth, if I see an abyssal crab pop out anywhere, I'm going to lose my absolute mind.
There have been a lot of those at work, if you know what I'm saying. Listen.
Is that a thing?
I am completely willing to go along for your sake freely. We're friends after all.
Yeah, we are. All of you, give me insight checks.
Why do you keep throwing insight at me?
Because
I'll just keep throwing it back. 18.
Hey, all right.
I've got an 11.
11. 15.
8.
8. I appreciate that Havilar's not,
Havilar's thinking of all the possible water monsters that could be involved and whether she could beat them.
Or like wrangling this beast.
Well, I mean that she just listens to me, so.
Did anybody beat 18? Okay.
When I hit an 18, 18 was the max.
Yeah. Okay. Black Viper, it makes sense that you were the one that clocked this most of all, especially because you were kind of mixing with the people as you were sort of overhearing and you were doing your thing before you got spotted by Iris. Mm-hmm. The people do seem kind of uneasy, like they're afraid of going out into the water, which this should be a pretty festive time. I mean, Fleece Wake is by no means like the high holiest day of the year, but it is equal parts religious observance and big party for the seagoing pirate type. So this should be a fairly raucous time, and the people do seem a little worried, like they're trying to put on a brave face, but something is wrong.
Especially in like a port town where I figure they're all used to water.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Did I hear any murmurings as to why, or just general like unease?
So I'm going to say for all of you kind of asking around, there's a few things you can kind of pick up. I mean, all of you give me persuasion to see how quickly you can kind of get people to like open up a little bit to you colorful characters.
How does an intimidate sound?
I mean, you will have to, how are you going to intimidate these people into yes, absolutely. I'm just more, how are you going to sweat these poor people into telling you something?
I'd be much more of an investigator than a persuader or...
I'll give you investigation.
Okay, 23.
23 investigation. What was that, Ariza? Sorry.
22.
22, perfect.
I have a 26 in persuasion.
26 in persuasion, like butter. Have
13.
If you would like to do something besides persuasion, if intimidate, any of that.
In fact, I meant that to be intimidate.
I will say, Havilar, if you decide to go the intimidation route, I'll let you roll with advantage because of Zuni. Otherwise, you can roll the trick.
I rolled a 25 intimidate.
I just appreciate you guys are literally good cop, bad copping him here. Which, like, what is it? Payloff.
I'm into it.
What does it look like when, well, first of all, Viper, let's just do the thing. It's almost like we're here to play a game. Mm-hmm. Viper, as you all are sort of like moving through the crowd, and you and Baloth are together, you do see, sort of an older man. By normal standards, he probably would still be, more than fit for most work, but this is a hard life. And by his late 50s, like there's not much left for him on the deck of a ship, unfortunately. And he does seem like he's kind of standing off to the side, sort of watching everything that takes place, and he's kind of like mumbling to himself. And you two notice him at the same time.
Quick question. Given his look, his demeanor, his outfit and everything, where in the societal hierarchy do you think he lies?
Down and sliding. Like, I mean, he's probably got a room somewhere. Like, he doesn't look homeless, but I mean, he's by no means a wealthy merchant. Like, he's a working man that his working days are numbered, though.
Okay. All right. Well, then I won't be mean to him.
I will.
Well, I mean, you got a 26 in persuasion, which is a lot, and a 25 on intimidate, which is also a lot. So
I don't have to be mean to him. Come on, let's go.
How are you guys going to work this poor guy?
Good cop, bad cop. All right, let's do it.
Okay, which one am I?
You're the good one.
I'll do my best. Do you want to go first? I'll drag you.
Oh,
back.
no. Good goes first.
Oh, okay. We're doing the butter and slap. Got it.
Yes.
So
And be sure to tell him you're not sure if you can control your friend, who's me.
Oh, it's you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
I don't know what we said either.
And I turn quickly, my cape fluttering up. Excuse me. So could I bend your ear for just a quick second? You seem like someone in the know. You seem like someone who has your ear to the ground, your finger on the pulse of everything that's happening. May I ask you, what are the rumors? What is going on?
My name's Keegan Messel, it is. And
Okay, I didn't ask for your name. I asked for information, but sure.
well, my name is information, no, right? Ain't it? But okay,
Your name's not relevant here, friend.
Too soon.
All right.
He worked in old man's nerves there. Yeah, just everybody's upset that the muskrat went missing, right? But I seen it myself. 5 days passed in the open sea, heading towards the docks. You know, lots of people were there, but the muskrat, she just never showed.
Got it. I turn around and face Bailiff. I guess there's a weasel missing or something.
Oh, no, the muskrat. It's a ship, actually.
Oh.
I'll take it from here.
Okay, yeah.
I much prefer talking to her, sir.
Yeah, I would too in your position, friend. Now, why don't you tell me what I want to know, and maybe your ear will get bent instead of ripped from your skull.
I literally have the back of his jacket in between two fingers. Oh no, I don't think I can control him. He's so strong.
Right. Okay, the muskrat, like, they comes all the time, like Bella Jarre, she comes to visit her mom, and but they were supposed to be here, and they wasn't here, and I don't think it was pirates. We don't got pirates, but there's like monsters, like there's like Sahawan that live out in the deep water, like a mile offshore, but normally they don't bother the ships either. That's it. That's all I know.
Wait, do you pronounce it Sahawan? I've always said Sahuagin.
I mean, so who again? So you again?
Let's call the whole thing off.
Yeah. Right. No, please don't hurt me. Yeah.
All right. You've been very helpful. Thank you. Kieran, was it?
Yeah. Oh.
Looks like your name was useful after all. Well done.
Keegan Messel. But yeah, you call me Kieran if you like. You call me Kieran.
No, Keegan's fine.
I take out the sorry about that. I take out my little bundle of cash that I've collected, and I dig through it to the very bottom, and I pull out the dirtiest copper piece that I can here for your time. And spend it all in one place.
Takes it out and bites it with two of his good teeth. Oh, right. Lovely, miss. Thank you. Excuse me. Has anybody told you bear a striking resemblance to the Black Viper, yeah? That's like, I don't know, but like, I don't know if that's like, are you like dressing up for Fleet Swag, right? Or is it like, I mean like that halfling's dressed like a pirate. He clearly ain't one, you know, so.
Completely. She runs through the whole situation of her basically doing illegal gambling and stealing all of the money and everything. And she's like, nope, not her at all. Never even heard of her, actually. It's a new thing. It's called cosplay. Anyway.
It was very lovely. Very lovely. Meanwhile, Melf, Havilar, and Ariza, as you guys are sort of working the crowd, trying to pick up information as well, you hear a loud bell start ringing in the center of town, and the energy picks up dramatically as everybody's like, oh, it's time, Pumpkinhead versus Walnut. Oh, this is gonna be the battle for the ages, and they all start rushing towards the center of town.
Is that the crab fights?
I think that is the crab
fights.
Yeah, what, like, are you not from around here? Yes, the crab's like the attraction of Echo Bay. Like, the stories are told far and wide, like, probably as far as, maybe as far as, like, Neverember, I suppose. But, yeah, like, that's like, what we do here is yeah.
I've got a texture thing. So if we could, is there a place that I could go that's not watching the crabs?
I mean, I don't know why you'd want to, miss, but like, yeah, I guess anywhere that is not where the crabs are fighting is going to be not watching the crabs, you know?
Is there anywhere with comfortable seating, maybe a fan, a person to fan, grapes?
You see Freely kind of comes up behind you and slips his hand kind of into your hand, and he's like, I thought you weren't going to be down with the crabs. Or I said, yeah, okay, so we kind of split the difference. I got the inn to kind of like set up something on the balcony out here so you can like relax. I conscripted somebody to fan you. There's grapes, and you could like watch the fight if you choose, or you could just like, you do that thing you do. Did I get it right? This thing?
I don't know about that because I never remember it after it happened. So just just if that happens, just let me lay there for a minute. Okay.
I got you set up. Wait, so we're gonna watch from the balcony. Are you guys gonna go? You gonna go to the fight? You wanna come with us? We're gonna like watch over the fight. Like, what do you, Melf, Havilar?
Zuni fit on the balcony?
Havilar.
I can just watch from Zuni's back too.
Remember, I can just like talk to Zuni. Like, remember, that's a thing I'm capable of. If you would like me to just like,
No, I appreciate it. What are you going to ask her? If she can fit on a balcony?
No, I'm clear on the fact she cannot.
She is not good at.
No,
she is not good at that. She will try to fit in all kinds of things that she cannot fit in, and then she breaks them.
I thought only cats did that. Is that like a Nessie and Warhound thing
You
too? Like
would
if it fits,
think-
it sits type thing.
Yeah, you would think, because she's not a cat, but she does it anyway. I have wrecked a lot of stables.
You see, Zuni looks and she's.
Fortunately, people don't tend to make you pay for broken stables when what broke it is Zuni.
So
they are very understanding.
She told me something here, and I'm gonna attempt to paraphrase here. She, Mother, you are too hard on me. Stables were shoddily constructed, otherwise would not have broke. She did say broke. I don't. Yeah, that's it gets stuck in the back of my throat though. She's got a very interesting accent. Where's Zuni even like from? Like I don't. That's not.
I mean, she's from Nessus.
I guess that's how they talk in Nessus.
Bottom of the Nine Hells, I guess so.
Right. No. Hey, no, but she did.
This is definitely the fault of the stables.
You see,
she's really big.
She leans much closer to Freely, and she like continues to growl, and you see the flaming spittle kind of like eating through the docks where it's dropping here. Also, Mother, can I eat crab? Before or after fight, either way, smells delicious.
You're not supposed to eat things. You're not made for it.
I mean, and this isn't her word. These are mine. I feel like she's like literally made for it. I mean, like Malfa Riser, like help me out here. Like, look at this thing. I mean, like
Freely, do you want to clean up what happens afterwards? She doesn't have a proper digestive system. She's a devil. She will eat things. She loves to hunt things, but then she eats them. It's not supposed to happen.
It's
real obvious afterwards.
Yeah, I got to teach you how to do prestidigitation. Like that saved me so much. Prestidigitation and mending.
Rita won't learn it.
She does that just to torment you. Just to torment you.
That's it's a responsibility thing.
Pardon me.
Yes.
You have like a kebab guy that could come by. Possibly,
yeah.
I don't know, like maybe.
Yeah, they got like
some
these
wine, a donut.
They got like these freaky, gigantic like legs that they are not turkey legs. Like I do not know what animal that leg comes off of, but I mean it's like this, like like maybe one of those, or would that do you, Ariza?
I think it's an axe beak.
It might
be
axe beak. Like, that's the.
I have an axe beak sensitivity, actually.
Right, but kebab though, the kebab that'll I will personally find kebabs.
Kebabs are great.
I tell you, wait.
Great.
Melf, Havilar, maybe go to the fight. Find Baloth and Black Viper if you can. Hopefully they haven't done things. Hopefully they're not being themselves right now. Really.
Got it.
And Ariza, you and I camp out on the balcony up here. Let me get you that kebab. It's gonna be fine.
Okay? Melf, you want to ride on my hellhound with me?
Sure. Why not? I'll just fly up to the top of it.
Zuni, we're gonna ride with Melf, so you let him sit on you.
Zuni promises to probably not bite anybody if you take her muzzle off, though. That's what she probably may be.
I don't think that's a
It's not allowed.
Good idea, yeah.
But I promise later we'll take it off. We'll go running. You can catch something.
Mother, I promise I try to not do kill. That's what she said. That's a weird conjugation of how they put
I'm just trying to find a loophole.
Okay.
But she'll burp fire, and that's a problem too. So
that's
gotta
not a
keep
problem.
it on.
It's an opportunity, but okay. All right.
Scorches.
Oh, yeah, the tummy service. And he just like lean on the side of this giant dog. It starts scritching away. Yeah. And you do see her back leg does start to move and like doom, 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 rattling the docks here. But I'm like, okay, all right, wait. No, you guys are going to miss the fight. Go. We got to get in position. Okay.
Okay, so I watch Mel jump up on Zuni and do all the things, and I look at Baloth and I look at the shadowy Marmaduke, and I'm just like, I'm not riding that.
Oh, there's no need. Baloth snaps his fingers and Marmaduke sort of dissipates. Then from Baloth's side pouch, this carpet unfurls and sort of hovers a few inches off the ground. Baloth steps onto it and then offers you his hand.
What is the status of this rug?
Oh, it's inordinately comfortable. It's very easy to maintain your balance. I'm able to do so even when it's flying upside down. You'll be very comfortable. It's very plush. Sit, please.
As it's like floating in front of me, I like run my fingers on it. Oh my God, is this, where is this from? What is the thread count? Oh, this actually looks like it's like, oh, it looks absolutely. I am in. This is much better than riding vermin. And I go ahead and I climb up and sit down on the back.
I know you
very
said,
well.
I know you said very plush, but in my mind, Baloth's got a flying shag carpet down. that's where my head went.
I picked this up in the 1970s.
I'm like,
Should have said, "Do you trust me?"
Is it orange or green?
I was about to say, let's be honest. If anybody would have a flying shag carpet, I feel like it'd be Baloth.
It could be Baloth. Yeah, I believe in the artwork. It's sort of blues and purples with some golds. Yeah. That sounds like a 70s color scheme.
Like I sit down and immediately regret it. Like, why is it sticky?
Well, here's the thing. Technically, the timeline of the Forgotten Realms right now, it is the 1470s, so it is not an inaccurate statement to say you got it in the 70s.
Oh, it's very much in style right now.
Get some bell bottoms under that robe.
All the colors, it's so vibrant.
You all are sort of moving into position on the back of Zuni, on the flying carpet, up on the balcony where, yes, you have acquired your kebabs, Ariza. As the bell rings out again, a cheer rises from the townsfolk who begin to move as one towards the market square set along the cliff's edge. Those you've been speaking to encourage you to come along, promising you'll see something special. As the crowd moves towards a circular ring of stones where you see the unlikely sight of 10 groups of fishers, each escorting giant crabs up from the docks. The crabs clack and jostle forward eagerly, their handlers patting their carapaces and feeding them choice bits of fish. Ariza, it is awful. Things quiet for a moment when a dour priest of Umberley shuffles up and mumbles a blessing over the ring of stones. Then the crowd picks up again as on either side of the ring, two teams set up for a crab battle. A whistle blows and two monstrous crustaceans, one a bright orange and the other a rich brown, hurtle towards each other. Now, important point of clarification here. Do any of you intend to bet on the fight? And if so, are you going to bet on Pumpkinhead or Walnut?
Pumpkinhead!
Come talk to me.
Red Viper's still taking action. Is anybody else going to bet on the match?
Yes, I think with a more reputable agent, though. I'd like to see some return for my investments.
I'm hurt, but that's fair.
Not at all. No insult intended, my dear. But
Baloth, give me insight. You're a professional. You know some things.
Oh, yes. I mean, I'm sort of approaching this with the attitude of a Broadway producer attending a fringe play in a small, out-of-the-way burg. It's the Black Pits is a little more razzle-dazzle than all of this, but it's essentially the same thing.
Actually, hang on. Let's take this all up a notch. All of you give me insight. All five of you give me insight.
Do you think I could use nature? Do you think I could use intelligence nature to examine and see which one of these creatures appears to be more stalwart?
For this in particular, still give me insight, but you can roll with
You got
advantage.
16.
Because this is as much to know what the crowd knows as to as to recognize the animals themselves. 16 from Havilar. Okay.
Now, I am terrible at insight. Well, not great at insight, but this is sort of what I do for a living. So might I get advantage on that?
Yeah, you pit beasts against each other.
Big monsters.
Yeah. You know what's up. You can also have.
Well,
Right.
Usually against teams of captive adventurers, but it's the same principle.
As one does, yes. Yes,
right,
still
let's
insight
see.
though, but yes, you can have advantage, Bailoth. Havilar,
Good thing.
Did you remember your D6 on everything, by the way? Okay.
I've just been rolling crap.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I rolled poorly both times. My best was a 12.
Best was a 12. Okay.
As someone who was in with the people and probably, hopefully, overhearing murmurs about, I don't know if I should bet on Walnut. Yeah, you heard his crab. Like, I don't know what I heard, perhaps. Do you think that maybe this is more of like a perception thing? I can look at them, maybe see, or...
For this thing in particular, it's still insight.
26.
26, okay?
Well, I got it.
I scored.
Two.
I just want to say I scored a 6 with advantage.
Yeah, it doesn't. Melf, you're like, it's crabs. I don't know. I could probably take them both. I'm not sure. Yeah. Perfect. Havilar,
Yes.
as you ride up on the back of Zuni, this priest of Umberly stops and looks at you and goes, Oh, you're one of the chosen of the depths, are you?
I don't think so.
Oh, you're like a tiefling and you got this Nessian warhound.
But it's not an ocean warhound. Or are you talking about something else?
I
Are you talking
mean,
about something else?
the far depths, even below the ocean. Don't tell my goddess Umberly, but I realize there's places where even her waters don't flow.
That's what I hear.
She's a little uncomfortable. Havilar is not a willing chosen.
Wait. You decide or wager which one of these mighty beasts will win the conflict, and I shall give you a special blessing of Umberly as a way of showing solidarity amongst we who worship the darker elements of life and death.
What's Umberly?
Excuse me, what's Umberly?
Listen, I was raised Dragonborn. We don't do gods. What's an Umberly?
Oh, Umberly is the goddess of the sea and the sky and storms. She
That's a lot
gives
of
and she
responsibility.
taketh life. And she's the queen bitch. Don't ever say out loud this close to the water, what's Umberly?
That's hard because there's a lot of water.
Exactly.
And Umberly wants me to bet on a crab?
That's not quite the sure. Yes, it's long as whoever is watching over you knows that Umberly has smiled upon you as well, then my task will be performed. You see, it's more of a I'm bridge building between evil deities right now.
I got it.
Right.
Well, okay, so Havilar is going to look at the two crabs. And with her 16 insight, does she
Now-
see anything?
Let me tell you what you are kind of aware of, Havilar, as you look. Word on the waves from you watching and listening to people is that Pumpkinhead is a real brawler, but he can stand up to any foe. And that Walnut likes to bide their time in a fight, but hit hard in the finish. Walnut likes to rope-a-dope.
Okay. So Havilar is going to look at the two crabs. Erin doesn't know enough about crab fighting to make that make any sense.
And as you are staring at them, trying to figure this out, you hear something just whispers in your ear, Walnut's toying with him.
She's going to go, Mel, stop hissing at me. But I think you're right. I think Walnut. He's, because that one's favoring its left side. Yeah, I'm going to bet on Walnut.
Melf?
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
I heard you the first time.
Heard what?
You said
I
walnut.
was trying to look at the crabs, but I was distracted. I think I saw a gull over there that was very majestic.
Walnut it is. And he turns and you see they let loose the two crabs and they do just come charging together and collide with one another. And do battle in the middle of the ring and begin to fight and go back and forth and continue beating on each other mercilessly as the people are really cheering along with all of this. And you can see it's actually quite a fight that goes on. Last chance, does anyone place a cash wager on either of these? The current increment now that the battle has started is 50 gold buy-in.
50 gold on Pumpkinhead.
50 on Pumpkinhead.
Always pick the one with the funniest name.
Does anybody else put a bet down?
I do not throw down a bet, but what I do while everyone is watching the crabs is I open up my bag of holding. Go ahead. I take my hat off. I put that inside, put this up. I take my gloves off and switch those, maybe pull out like a scarf and put that on and just kind of change my appearance a little bit.
Just, Bailoff, give me a perception check.
Perception. Now this will say I'm at disadvantage, but I'm wearing my goggles.
Yes, because you're like out in the light.
19.
You 100% watch her do this.
Interesting. Bailoff cats around looking for that costume store he mentioned earlier. It's like, yeah. Oh well. And Bailoff is also just sort of keeping note. He's not above stealing any good ideas he sees from other similar entertainment arrangements to his. So if there's anything that's like, oh yeah, that is a good idea that I'll steal for the Black Pits, he will take note of it.
As these things are doing battle here, you see, sure enough, Pumpkinhead is like wailing on old Walnut, who is very much like struggling and falling back near the edge. And you hear like the children in particular are like, oh, Walnut, no, fight back, Walnut. Up on the balcony, Ariza, you see Iris has come floating up next to you again, and she's like, now, you see what I'm getting at here, darling. I mean, anyone coming up along through here could just watch these crabs doing battles for free, you know. And but we found a way to, like, not only raise a little coin for the town, but get a little something for Umberly on the side. You understand, darling?
I never can't do. Not it's a really, really, really good kebab.
What? And when Ariza collapses there, she holds her head up and opens her mouth, and all of you hear, whispered in your ear, heroes. Everything is not as it should be. Despite my power, sometimes my children get ahead of themselves. Set this right, and I might forget your names. And it's gone.
No, really, where did you get these kebabs? They are absolutely fantastic. No. I cannot tell you the last time I had something that delicious.
Ariza, no, you were like talking and it wasn't you. It was like this like creepy you, like that. What? Maybe they off the kebabs. Okay, did you not hear what you just said?
That the kebabs are really tasty? Who's your kebab guy?
Okay. All right. And right as Freely is about to tell you what happened, you hear a thunderous wave of applause as old Walnut, who was absolutely rope-a-doping, loops underneath Pumpkinhead and flips Pumpkinhead onto its back and stands on top of it. Everybody's like, ah, walnut, walnut, walnut,
Boo!
walnut.
Boo! Boo Walnut!
In Havilar, the priest of Umberley looks up at you and says, ah, yes, you are wise as well as strong. I would like to make a proper offering to you here during such a time. And you see two people that are soaked to the bone in drenched robes, like they literally just walked out of the ocean. Put a small chest down in front of you, Havilar. You're like, ah?
Box! Yay!
Yes, it's for you.
Oh, the thing in the box?
What would you like to be in the box?
Is this a game? This is a weird game, Melv.
I know not.
Okay, I'm gonna climb off. She's gonna climb off of Zuni and I guess walk up to the cask.
It is a small wooden chest, about 25 pounds. It's so kind of a two-hand job, but I mean nothing excessive. It's like a little wooden chest.
We pick it up and let's go.
Thank you.
Wow!
Nice.
Wait! What would you like to be in it?
Sandwich? Well, I don't.
He reaches over and he pulls it open, and your favorite sandwich is inside. What is Havilar's favorite sandwich?
That's a great question.
What isn't Havilar's favorite sandwich? Am I right? Right.
I know Havilar's favorite food, but it's not a sandwich. It could be in a sandwich, I guess.
Could be in a sandwich.
Which is a dragonborn. It could be a dragonborn thing. So they have flatbread called faratai with this ant-egg salsa yochit in between. There we go. That's a sandwich she cannot get anywhere else. That would impress
That's so good.
Not only is that what it is, it's the best. Well, do you bite it? It smells magnificent. It looks perfect. It smells magnificent.
She will absolutely take a bite and then think of telling Farida through the sending this was absolutely not a trap and she was not going to get into trouble and go, oh no, did I just get into trouble? But she's going to confidently soldier through that sandwich.
It's the best sandwich you've ever had in your entire life, Havilar.
Could
It
not
tastes
possibly be a trap.
like home. And Zuni leans over and like, which is of course a deafening whine from a 3,000-pound Nessian warhound. It goes out.
She can't deny anybody the deliciousness of this. So she'll break off a piece and get it through the muzzle.
Her long tongue comes out. She says, "Thank you, mother." That's what she said, Havilar.
Thank you freely.
Is
Welcome.
that a sandwich box?
I guess so.
Ew, that's an gross understatement. It's an everything box. You could call it an abracadabras.
Abracadabras?
Yes.
So I just want something and it's in the box?
Because the wonderful people of Idle Champions have voted that Havilar would receive a magical item of significant power, and that's what an abracadabras is. You can command it to summon almost anything inside of it. I will send you the details, but that's what it is. Whatever you want to be in it is what is in it. Thank you, Idle Champions.
Thank you, yeah.
A proper glass of Selenian wine would be available? I haven't had it in many years.
A proper glass of Selenian wine.
Yes, I will take it forth and enjoy the bouquet and sip.
And when you say proper, he's like, yes, specificity matters. That is true. And sure enough, it is wonderful. And Black Viper, the scent of the wine very much catches your nostrils.
I mean, bold of you to assume I didn't notice when a chest appeared.
Well taken. Well taken.
And
You mentioned that, and I was like, what?
and that is true. Yes, the abracadabras can summon anything that you guys want. It does have daily charges. I sent you the stat there. But the cries of celebration by the backers of Old Walnut turns to shrieks of fear and alarm. Folks standing closest to the rock wall that abuts the cliffs are scattered in panic as a massive swarm of abyssal geese roll up and over them. the giant crabs grow suddenly agitated, clacking their pinchers, and one of Pumpkinhead's handlers tries to drag the frantic crab away from the chaos and is hammered back by a massive claw as Pumpkinhead wants to fight these geese as well. And that's a good place for us to go to break, actually. So we will take a quick 10-minute and we will come back and throw some hands with Abyssal Geese, because that was also chosen by the good people of Idle Champions that decided it is Abyssal Geese that you all should face off in your encounter here, rather
Bonk
than
the honk. Bonk the honk.
bonk the honk. They're the demonic geese. I apologize. The choice was Abyssal crabs or demonic geese. These are even worse.
Demonic geese.
Although I would submit it's a bit redundant. All geese are demonic. But we will do a quick 10-minute break and we will come back and get down to it. So y'all don't go anywhere. Hopefully I'm going to successfully put us on pause here without ruining everything. But if I do, we'll be right back. All right, so we discovered real time that opening up the chat breaks everything, so it should be okay now. It looks fine on my screen. I'm just waiting for it to switch over. There you go. Okay, everything's back right again. I would toggle it on and off just to show how jank it gets, but like I'm not going to tempt fate. It's good right now. Not going to mess with it. Which is funny. We actually had a fairly significant tech check where Dylan and I and Oba, Lauren, and Todd were all working on trying to figure some stuff out on the back end. And when we finally got it, I was like, maybe try this one other thing. And Dylan's like, no, it's working. Don't touch anything. Two things to say before we dive back into the chaos that is about to ensue as the demonic geese, again, an oxymoron, come rushing up towards the people of Echo Bay, and that is there is now a second Idle Champions chess code, which is a Viper's birthday is the code there. So there you go. And because we have now had to call out twice Vivka's birthday, I would say two things. One, I made a mistake earlier, and Havilar was supposed to get advantage, and Vivka was supposed to get a D6 to all rolls. And rather than take away a D6 from Havilar, I will give a D6 to Black Viper. So you can also add a D6 to all of your rolls for the rest of the game.
Well, goodness gracious.
And since it is your birthday, we've brought it up twice. It is on the 22nd. There are 2 2s involved. Might I be able to cast myself on the mercy of a certain performing Aasimar that might, maybe, be willing to bless Black Viper with a second happy birthday, because we are stopping everything to celebrate her again, because she's like 2 people, so it makes sense that you're getting 2 happy birthdays.
You know what? I'm going to do this just for you.
I was kind of hoping you're sitting there with your arms crossed. I was kind of hoping you'd just be like, no.
Oh, I would do that for you too, because I do love you that much. But happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, you're Black Viper, but really it's Vivid Vivka in the costume. Happy birthday to you.
I appreciate the when pirate worlds collide there for the birthday song. Yay. Happy birthday. And with that, we will move on to the 2 most exciting words in arguably the English language. Roll initiative. So,
Oh, yeah.
Really quick.
yes.
How do I add my die?
So down in the lower left corner of D&D Beyond, there is an icon that looks like a D20.
Got it.
You can click on that, just roll another D6 and just add it. Like in your brain, you got to add it. So click to roll the first thing, then roll the D6, and just when you give me the number, just be like, it's both. You follow me?
I'll do my best.
Yeah. It's because there is no way to add the D6 separate to like when you just click on stuff. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Okay.
I think I got it. We'll see.
I believe in you.
I don't want to start like pushing buttons to play, so we'll just fix this in post.
You know, I got it. Or do, you know, hey, let the chaos consume you. This is the point that I would have been like, put it in chat, but that is what we're not going to do. So let me ask you here. Havilar, what'd you get?
7.
7. And Zuni can act on your turn if there's something you'd like her to do. Melf?
Okay.
Haveline are really synced up. I got a 7 as well.
You know, I feel like Zuni's the one that got the 7 and just couldn't get there in time. That's how that worked? Baloth?
17.
Okay, 17. Ariza?
9.
You know, you guys are a crack team of of adventurers there. Black Viper?
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I assume we're rolling for initiative.
That is what we're doing.
Okay,
You were
well
busy
in
getting
that case,
serenaded. I comprehend why you might not have
I
gotten
need at least 2 minutes of fun time afterwards. I mean, I think that's part of the spell.
all valid.
I rolled a 12.
All right, there you go, and we're gonna put them in here.
I just spilled water all over myself. No one saw that.
Nope. No one was looking at you. I promise the entire internet did not just witness that happen. It is super fine. Okay.
Good thing I didn't mention it out loud.
Mm-hmm. Heaven forbid, right? Okay. And then turns out, since the luckiest boy in the world, Freely, is going to go first because, he kind of had an idea that something terrible is going to happen. It sort of follows us around, really. Like anytime everything seems like it's going to be fine, then it's like not fine, and then we just got to make it fine again, and then it's fine after that. From up on the balcony, there where you are, Ariza, Freely looks at you, and he's like, I mean, I know you got like wings and stuff, but like I didn't want to like assume like you're good, right? If I get down there, like you can get down there on your own, right?
I'm highly capable of taking care of myself, but I do appreciate your concern.
Well, it's like you kind of wouldn't have been here if not. Hang on, hold that thought. And he turns and looks at you, and you see his eyes light up, and 2 Eldritch Blasts shoot out of his eyes down. Start kind of decimating these geese as they're coming up here. It's like, kind of like a little bit of a firing line. You just lead them a little bit. I was like shooting demonic geese in a barrel. All right. It is Baloth's turn. Again, the crowd is going crazy. Like people are running now as these geese are coming up out of the ocean, actually. They are horrific things with red glowing eyes, and when their mouths open, flames are coming out of them.
Okay. So here's a question.
Mm-hmm.
Are these things a swarm creature? For example, this is what I was thinking of doing.
Technically, no. It doesn't mean what you want to do won't work, but they are a number of individuals. They are not a swarm.
Okay, because I was thinking a banishment spell, but that's going to get like 1 goose,
right?
As opposed to So instead, something a little more destructive, I think. Yes. I'm still standing on my flying carpet as I tend to be because I'm lazy. But I can move up to 80 feet, so I'm going to get as much elevation and get the lay of the land as possible.
Mm-hmm.
I probably won't go just directly up. I'll need to maneuver to get up there.
Mm-hmm.
But now, normally I would not be so careful about collateral damage, but I'm here as a guest of Freely, so...
Let me just say one thing here as I read a little more carefully. Technically, it is a swarm creature, but it is 6 separate swarms. So in a manner of speaking, it still wouldn't necessarily solve your problem. You could get rid of a 6th of them if you wanted. So yes, a swarm creature, but multiple swarms of creatures.
How many are we talking? There's a lot of these geese, right?
There's a lot of geese.
Yeah.
There's probably about 35 of them because there's 6 separate swarms.
Very well. The closest one to me is going to go bye-bye. Back to the abyss for you, my feathered friends.
What's your save DC?
DC 19, charisma save.
As you say that, they look at you and hiss and wink out of existence.
Ah, good. I thought that was defiance, but instead it was resignation. All right.
Anything else from Baloth?
I am going to summon Marmaduke again. Marmaduke will appear down by the geese. When he is next to them, they will... I guess I should have done this before, but it worked anyway. They will be at disadvantage on any saving throws by spells cast from me.
You all see this shadowy wolf appears and bares its fangs, but is completely silent. And the geese turn and look at it. Yep.
And he will attack as a dire wolf, so he'll attack the nearest swarm.
You go ahead and roll to attack. All right, and then next up is going to be Black Viper, and after that's Ariza.
Do you have dire wolf stats on hand?
I have D&D Beyond. I can have any stats on hand.
Oh yeah. Yep. The spell description. Yes. So he is the equivalent of a dire wolf. It's one of my features.
You could roll it for him.
Okay. This will just be a D20, and you can add his bonuses.
Here I will drop the dire wolf stat block for you via a Twitter DM through the wonder of technology.
Thank you so much.
This is a thing we can do.
Well, I'll grab it on D&D Beyond as well. But there you go. He rolled a 17.
All right. Yes, he definitely bites into and starts chomping on sort of this decrepit demonic goose meat as they are hissing and snapping back at him. Yep. Black Viper, as you are also riding on the... Well, I'll say you got down to drink the wine. I'll let you decide if you're going to be on the ground or if you're going to be on the flying carpet, because we didn't specify. So you tell me, Black Viper.
I will definitely crawl. I have crawled off the flying rug. So how many geese are left? Do we have
many? There's probably 40 of them that come rushing up because there's 6 separate swarms. Baloth has dissipated about a sixth of them. You see the wolf is biting and chewing into some of them, but there's still many others rushing up. Oh, and
sorry, B-Dave, do you want damage for that?
Yes.
Hold on, I'll give it to you.
Okay, so you said that the wolf is biting some. Excellent. Okay, well, I'm not really a hit a lot of people or geese type person, not really a whole lot of area of effect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give, ocular pat down, assess the situation, and I'm going to reach into my little bag of tricks, and I pull out this ceramic jug that's about this big, and with a sly little smile, I pop the top off and bring my lips close to it and whisper something and just start doing this and shooting. I had grabbed my alchemy jug and pulled that out, and I am going to... I don't really know this wolf, but I'm going to guess that the wolf has a sweet tooth, and I am going to throw honey all over these geese to make them more palatable and also sticky.
You all hear a particularly loud whine from Zuni. Now that the demons are covered in honey, when this happens. Perfect. Anything else from the Black Viper as they are beginning to slip and slide and stick in place over here?
Oh no. I absolutely use cunning action to disengage from all of this and step back. It is a divide of disengage and dash, but I throw the honey and then I leave.
Do you hop off the carpet or do you just kind of get behind Baloth?
I get very behind. I do not want.
Oh, you already said you got off the carpet. I apologize. Yes. Okay.
Yes, I got off the carpet. I threw the honey, and now bye.
Right. Well, so you get behind Zuni. She's kind of a wall of Nessian hellhound that she can very easily disappear behind. Perfect. All right. Next up is going to be Ariza and then Havilar.
All right. I have a DM question.
Yule.
Are there perhaps 5 of these geese in my vicinity?
Absolutely. I mean, you have a high vantage point because you were up on the balcony during all of this. So if you fly, you could get closer, of course. But yeah, you could. There's 5 separate bunches of them, basically, that you could very easily get a whole bunch.
Are they within 120 feet?
Yep.
Fantastic. So Ariza's eyes begin to glow gold, and she pops her hands out, and there's 2 here, 2 here, and 1 just swirling in her hand. And she says, I chose 2 lobs, but fate had some geese that it chose to lob. You've chosen to And now you'll burn from my scorching ray, my scorching ray, my scorching ray. And now you'll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She aims all of them. Burn from my scorch.
Make your 5 attacks. When you do this, you see Iris is like, oh no, that makes total sense. Hang on, wait, let me accompany you. And her little eyes rotate. Eye beam starts shooting out of her beholder eye stalks too. The little eye patches slide up long enough for her to shoot.
Also, side note and fun fact, honey is flammable.
Because science. Yep.
I don't know if it's true. Someone said it in chat and I'm going with it.
It's not flammable. It's magic honey and magic fire. The rules literally don't apply. Just give me that when you got it, Krystina. No problem at all. All right. It's going to be Havilar and then Melf.
5. Oh, no, I don't need that. Hold on. I've never used this dice roller before.
That's no problem.
Same.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Roll. So 14, 10, 10, 6, and 3.
Even with your bonuses?
No, with the bonuses, that's going to take that up to...
Yeah, if you
So 13, 13, 17, 20. Oh, that's the 6. Oh, yeah, that's 60, 20. Okay, so I'm guessing what? 4 of those land?
2 of them miss. So you have 4 hit. Mm-hmm.
Okay, D6. 2, 3.
Yeah, give me that when you got it. And Havilar, yes.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
What is it an action to take Zuni's muzzle off?
I'll give it to you as a bonus action because that thing's
the
probably
whole
pretty
pin.
sturdy. But I mean, you're used to having to snap it off quickly.
Yeah, it's kind of a now, like one moment, no, it needs to stay on. One moment, no, it needs to come off. So with this influx of demonic geese, one of the charming gifts of the Kings and Hells for Havilar is that she has this reaction to demons. They make her very nauseous, and it builds up until she has to kind of pass that gift of the Hells onto someone. But these are geese, so I assume it's just kind of doesn't feel good. It feels really gross.
This is right after having eaten the world's best sandwich, Havilar.
It was the best sandwich, but I don't want to eat it. I don't want to taste it again. So she's gonna yank the pin on Zuni's muzzle.
Mm-hmm.
She's gonna say, "Don't eat them," and hopefully Zuni heard her. But bite them, just bite them, snap their necks. And then she's going to attack with her glaive.
Mm-hmm. Still from Zuni back?
No, she jumped down to get the task.
Got it. Perfect.
So to get the sandwich box.
Mm-hmm. Although technically, I guess Melf is still on Zuni's back. He didn't say he got down. So I'll let you decide since we didn't specify if you're still drinking your wine riding Zuni or if you were down on the ground.
No wrong answers.
There are no wrong answers. Yep.
Okay, so the first one of 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to make a sweeping attack.
Mm-hmm.
So I can hit a second one.
Mm-hmm.
If that hits. Does that hit?
Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Cool.
what, 17?
Okay.
That is enough. Yep.
Okay. So then... Are you kidding me? That's 8 damage to the first one.
Mhm.
And the second one that she hits with a sweep is 3 damage. But then I'm going to do that again with my second attack.
Absolutely. Roll it. What does your glaive look like, by the way?
So it is a kind of worn wooden shaft with a very polished silvery kind of metal blade and a purple ribbon tied around it in a decorative fashion. Maybe a couple extra, maybe some little bit of brocade that she's found. Okay, so 31
Style matters.
to hit. And then, okay, so that's 13 for the first one, and then the second one takes 2.
All right. And presumably you spur Zuni into battle as well?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I get a bonus attack with the back end of the glaive,
yeah.
so it's like a sweep, and then a stab.
Mm-hmm.
I will give. Oh, and I critted.
Hey,
Wait, swirl around and
that's
stuff.
first natural 20 of the campaign. We had some before the camera went on, but that's technically the first.
Okay, so that does 10.
Perfect. Ariza, do you
That
have
other one in the
that
face.
damage, by the way?
I do. I have 9 points of fire damage on the first one,
Mhm.
6 points of fire damage on the second, and 9 on the third.
Perfect. Melf, well,
Yes.
important point of clarification. Are you still on Zuni's back or not, Melf?
I am at this point in time.
Perfect. As Zuni roars forth, happily biting and snapping into these things, as you're just watching, Havilar is waist deep in them, Baloth has ignited several of them into flames, Black Viper has thrown the honey out as an assist, with Ariza immediately is illuminated, as Freely and Iris are up on the balconies, both just blasting, and all hell's breaking loose around you. What does Melf do?
Well, I'll reach down and I'll draw forth the sword, willing it to transform into a spear, which it does, obviously, still with the green blade, and fly into the air. And I'm going to look for a mass of these demonic geese, because I need to make a decision. If I can see like a line of them, I'll go with a cone of cold. If I just see a small, like 2 or 3, I'll go with a thunder wave and affect it that way. So
you feel like
what do I
you
see?
can catch a pretty good chunk of them in the cone of cold, especially as they're kind of moving away from the flames that Ariza has caused and the burning honey. They're kind of like bunching up, especially for you to be able to blast them.
Great. Then I'll go and from the emanating from my hand out in a 60-foot cone, I'll go ahead and blast them.
What is your save DC on that one?
It's 38 points with a 17 con save.
They rolled horrifically, literally a 1, a 2, a 3, and an 8. So one of the groups turns and like rushes towards you, their beaks open, and all freeze solid. And as fast as this all started, even before the geese could reach any of you, you have several that have been displaced off of this plane of existence the mystical way, several that have been displaced off of this plane of existence the violence way, and a big group of them all frozen in place. And as the nausea starts to subside, Havilar, you are aware that these creatures are defeated.
Oh, good.
You
Where did those things come from?
The abyss.
Is there like a door to the abyss around here?
Well, there shouldn't be. That's not the type of thing we would expect around here.
Well, that's good, because it's a terrible thing to build your town next to.
All of you can give me Arcana or Nature checks.
What if they're both equally bad?
Dealer's choice.
Woo!
Are you kidding me?
I rolled another 20, which is a 19 for Havilar.
So I should say, if I only play with one house rule, and that is a 20 always succeeds and 1's always fail, even on skill checks, because there's always a chance. You're never so good you can't mess up. You're never so hopelessly outmatched you can't pull a Hail Mary. So
I got a natural 1.
Yeah, I was really looking at these geese that I froze going, yeah, baby.
No, Ariza, this is like really gross. Like, I mean, even up here on the balcony, you can smell it. It's one of those smells you can taste. I mean, it's just...
I mean, it's honeyed. It's not too bad.
I have definitely smelled worse things.
It's like baklava. It's nausea-inducing. No. And Freely looks at you. He's like, are you okay, Ariza? You look a little, you know. I mean, Havilar does too, actually. Like, what? Did they like poison you guys? Like, are we, and that? No, just, hold on, let me help. And he holds his hands up and he starts prestidigitating gusts of wind blowing away from you, Ariza. He's like, yeah, I know. That's I'm just gonna close the blinds here for it. Maybe we should go down. Let's go. We'll tie like it.
I can taste it.
I know. Oh no. Oh, okay. Havilar.
Yes.
You there, having some expertise in things demonic, with your natural 20, it makes sense that you would be the one to realize this. As you're looking at some of these dead creatures, you notice as they lay there, they stop glowing. These are not actually abyssal geese or demonic geese. These are, someone has done something to them. like they were enraged. They were provoked to come up here and attack like this. But now that they've been defeated, they are turning back just to the normal creatures.
They're just basic geese.
Basic geese.
Oh.
They just drink pumpkin spice lattes and everything. They're just basic geese. Yeah.
If they're not actually from the abyss, then my spell doesn't summon them there permanently. They pop back into existence in a little while later.
You know, for flavor, they were demonic when they left. So, they're just normal geese. I mean, by the way, they're gone for a minute anyway. A minute in the hells is a long time for a fat, juicy goose. So
I don't think we need to worry about
geese.
them. I think
they got
they're
different
fine.
problems wherever
They're
they
fine.
are. Yeah, they got different
They're
problems.
disgusting.
So was the magic still abyssal magic, or was Havilar's nausea all up in her head?
It appears, would any of you, there's several ways that you can investigate. There's ways that you can investigate mundanely. You could try and cast a detect magic. There's a few ways you can go about this. So you tell me.
I detect magic at will, so I'm just sort of always doing it, basically.
I mean, what did Will do to you? Yeah, but you detect a, shout out to Will Box, our homie. You detect a faint and fading aura of conjuration, but these creatures were not conjured. They're real. Like when they die, they didn't disperse like a conjured creature would, but there is conjuration magic on them. And between all of you and your investigations, they've been poisoned somehow. The thing that made them turn into these hellish creatures was poison. And there is conjuration magic on them, but they were not conjured.
Interesting. I would have thought transmutation magic, but it's conjuration for some reason, and probably as a result of something they ingested or were injected with or inhaled. I'm not sure, but yes, that's what I've got so far.
Wait a second. Wait, are you saying something's poisoning the wildlife? Is it gonna poison all of us next?
Well,
You eat what geese eat?
Well, I mean, we eat the geese, they're not, they don't taste very good, but it's so fun to murder them. Terrible beasts they are.
Once again, I'm in the back going, honey, honey.
I mean, we ain't got no, I mean, you got a magic jug of honey and she's got like a magic sandwich dispensing chest or whatever, but out here we just gotta make do,
You've got a magic.
You're welcome.
Wait, no one told me about the sandwich dispensing chest. When did this happen?
Got a present for betting on a crab. Do you want a sandwich?
Does it only make sandwiches?
It also
So
makes
far, we've used
delightful
it
wine.
for snacks and wine.
Oh, interesting. Yes, I'd like a mushroom sandwich, the sort of fungus that one finds down below, if you know what I mean.
I really don't, but maybe the box does.
And when you open it, it is magnificent. And Zuni immediately tries to snap it out of your hand now that her muzzle's off. However, Zuni rolled a 1. And so Baloth, she takes your entire head in her mouth.
Zuni! Tonto! Oh! Try to pull her mouth open.
Ugh. Baloth, of course, has very long white hair, which is now coated in...
Yeah.
Is it coated in lava or is it coated in just weird spittle?
No, I feel. You tell me. I feel kind of. It's like habanero saliva.
Yeah, just like. Ugh. Yeah. Well, I'll say this: it's not the first time a hellhound has done that to me.
So, Zuni, Baloth is a friend. You can't eat his head.
And she looks at the chest.
You're not hungry.
And she literally just plops down. Boom! with a thunderous echo.
You gotta put her muzzle, click her muzzle back together.
While you do,
She doesn't have to have all the willpower that she doesn't really have.
She doesn't fight you, of course. She never does. But she whines mercilessly while you're putting it like you're killing her, but without struggling in any way.
We'll give her belly rubs to
I
make
feel
up.
like that entire time, Arisa and the Black Viper are just like 2 steps back, mildly dry heaving at like the spittle hair. Just...
Freely does just come walking up, and he's like, Baloth, if you want, I could just, I
can prestidigitate with the best of them. How do you think I keep these locks in such great shape?
Oh, yeah, perfect. Flawless. You guys, so, what was that about? Like, again, yeah, guys, I know. Anytime, like, more than two of us are together, something terrible's gonna happen. I've just come to accept it. The universe just puts me where I need to be to help solve problems. And apparently we got one.
Nobody has anything good to eat here?
Well, word is, and I don't know if this is true. I was very far away. I was over with Ariza, but I heard something about like a sandwich dispensing box. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the same. But
Do you want a sandwich?
But okay.
You want a sandwich?
Let's get back to this here. Again, you all realize these creatures were under conjuration magic, but were not conjured. They have been poisoned somehow. Give me a nature check. Any of you, give me nature checks.
I mean, sure.
You never know. You might roll a 20. Like I said, it's always a chance.
Let's see. Throw that 6 on it.
3.
That's an 8. That's not right. That's it's not at all going to help.
All right.
11 for
dirty
me.
20.
Dirty 20 is enough, Ariza. You in particular, with your connection to the spiritual world, it makes sense that you would detect this, that not only was something driving these geese to frenzy like this, but it was infecting the other creatures. You know, when the geese arrived, the giant crabs started freaking out also. Like, it wasn't just, and they weren't afraid of the geese. Like, they turned on their handlers and things like that. When they were very docile and sweet before, it was almost like two parts. Something affected the geese, and then that was also spreading to affect things around the geese as well. Not the people, just the animals.
Freely nearby me?
Always here, my lady. Yep.
Yes. You have some explaining to do? I feel as if this might have been something you knew could possibly happen. Was there forewarning? Did you know something was up? Do you want to give me any more details? I can keep going with all these questions, or you can start giving me answers.
No, okay. First of all, ow. One thing I do not do is lie, and there's like a big giant thing that just came flying in here. That's weird. I usually don't get like chunky bugs, but there you go. Hopefully it didn't get all in the... I do have a lot of lights and the door open, because why wouldn't that happen right now? No.
Internet bugs, IRL bugs, why not?
There it is. We're on it's you know what it is? It's because we mentioned swarms. And like everything was like, oh, is this, may I? Yeah, like a druid's mad at me right now. Wait, okay.
I thought you were just living a bug's life.
You know, one thing that, you know, I object to, Ariza, is the implication that I would knowingly withhold information. One thing you would know is I'm never thinking that far ahead. No, I thought I'd get my friends together, we'd have a good time at Fleecewake. I thought something terrible would happen just because it just always does. It always does. When was the last time any two of us were together and there wasn't like a zombie or a giant rat plague or got shifted to another plane of existence or got turned into mind flayers or there was like cursed farmers, you know, like remember that time Black Viper, the Havilar, remember that thing? Like we were just walking by a farm and there's like a cultist underneath it and stuff poisoning. Like that's just our lives. So
I look over my shoulder at you. I had an incredibly uneventful gala last week.
But we weren't at it. We weren't at it.
Didn't invite us.
See that? Yeah. Like yesterday was laid back too. But guess what I was doing? By myself. Yeah. No. See, whenever we're like magnets for seeming chaos, but as an opportunity for justice to set things right. Yeah. So
it's because the simulation is broken.
You know, that would explain a lot of the things that have happened to me. You know, I met Averin like 9 times. Like, if this was all just it is a broken simulation. That makes so much more sense.
Freely, the time knife. We've all seen it. Focus.
Oh, yeah, right, yeah.
Look, we've got to get to the bottom of this. I suggest that Black Viper and I interrogate that Keegan guy again.
Oh, yes. Oh, we're very good at this.
No, wait, no. No, that guy was like crying his eyes out. Hang on, like, let's just ask some other people. Like, somebody around here has to know something. Like, and also Havilar. Like, I mean, again, Can I have one of the hot dogs, though? I was trying to tell you, I went to this place called Hooperduke. It was this gnome city. It was weird, but they made hot dogs. Not like the most of that place was objectively terrible, but Hooperduke, amazing. The hot dogs, incredible. If I could just have a Hooper dog.
Weird dog, gnome hot dog.
Hooper dog.
You know, everybody has gotten a snack, and I haven't had a chance to get a snack yet.
Would you like a Hooper
What do
dog?
you want?
No, I would like my own.
I'll try one.
Yeah,
This is not. If
I walk over to the bar.
disrespectful to the food, I would slap the food out of your hands because they just are attacked, and you were all. And I love food, but you were focused on the wrong thing.
I just
Where
gotta,
do the geese eat?
just gotta carb up. Okay, all right.
Isn't that the thing? Didn't you say that the geese ate something?
Well, somebody
the geese eat?
I thought-
Poison.
Yeah, somebody poisoned the geese. I thought you said somebody poisoned the geese. Wait.
Yes,
hang on.
I said that. And
Let's-
that was conjecture that they might have ingested it or breathed it in, poisoned somehow.
In the interest of time and the fact that we did lose a few minutes here, I will let you all roll again for your persuasion or intimidation to just generally see what the dragnet kind of gathers from the people here that have now watched these grand heroes leap to their defense. And you find after the people saw you fighting, most of you being legends in your own right, that's the face of a lady that rolled a natural 20.
And a 5 on top of it, so a natural 20 with a 5. 25.
Word begins to quickly spread that Black Viper single-handedly saved all the people of Echo Bay. Like maybe she had like a backup act that might have done something. There was pyrotechnics involved, but absolutely 100% it was the Black Viper that was their deliverance. Is the tale that very quickly begins to spread here, along with a rumor that maybe it's her birthday. That's weird. Don't know where that part of it came from, but that's what people are saying.
And because it was a nat 20, the part of the rumor that didn't catch was that weird person making all those bets who definitely was wearing a different hat, and I'd never seen them before in my life.
That person died a horrible death at the hands of the demonic geese, and their body was dragged down to Umberley. Yeah, right. For their greed and shame. So a few pieces of information you're able to sift out of the gathered people here. Although the locals spoke truthfully about the safety of the local waters, many in the town fear that things are changing. A number of disturbing incidents over the past 2 months have many people on edge. Fishing boats have been shadowed and attacked by sharks. Unexplained accidents have caused injuries on the docks. Capable swimmers have been caught by strange undertows and nearly drowned. The strangest thing about all of these events is that they began not long after the local shrine to Umberley, long untended, was taken over by a wandering mage high priest known as Matron Hoistsail, who is not the person you've been talking to, for the record. She now ministers at the shrine, along with a group of a dozen tough-looking acolytes that she brought with her. Matron Hoistsail is a wild-eyed former sailor who wears Umberley's symbol, a fierce wave splitting to curl left and right painted on all of her garments. Only one person has died as a result of these strange incidents, a sailmaker named Galid Tinter. But as folk grow more worried, many are increasing their offerings to Umberley, scattering gems and coins off the docks from their ships, even as their unease continues.
So there's golden coins on the docks?
Well, they throw them in the water. And the last thing that you kind of get is that the reason why, even though the people think these new worshippers of Umberley are strange, no one has really confronted them because everyone's afraid of Umberley. Especially around the time of Fleet's Wake. This is like the sacred time of Umberley. Theoretically, Umberley should be paying more attention. It didn't seem like the time to maybe go messing with the people that just lit up her temple. Yes, Ariza.
What was that you said about the undertow?
Swimmers have been getting caught in the undertow. So strong swimmers.
Just so they're
Caught-
caught up in
caught
the
up in the
undertow.
undertow.
Just caught up in the undertow.
Caught up in the undertow, yeah. Don't
Got
even
it.
know. Yeah. Love that
Yes,
song.
they tried so hard. Didn't get far enough.
Already know. When this is over, Google Undertow by Go Pele and listen to the song that we're referring to. It's incredible. Don't do it now. We're doing a thing right now. But afterwards, Google Undertow by Go Pele.
I was doing Linkin Park, but whatever.
No, that one they've surely heard.
I'm sitting here like feeling ashamed. I was like, oh my God, I thought it was Linkin Park. Oh God.
I just turned into a hipster live on the internet. There was. Well, though I will tell you there's two very different moods between those two undertows. Let me tell you that. But I digress. That is the information that you all get from the local townspeople.
Well, it sounds to me like we have the source of our troubles. Let's go kill those guys.
Well, I mean, Bailoff, like, I mean, just because they worship an evil goddess and clearly terrible things have been happening with a marked oceanic bent to them doesn't mean we gotta go in there and just, like, kill the people.
Look. Most of my cousins worship an evil goddess. I don't have anything against that. But I'm thinking they're likely to blame.
Like, we go to, like, talk to them. We like, talk to them and, like, okay. And then, like, if it does seem like they've got something to do with this, or especially if they know anything about what happened to the muskrat, then, you know, maybe we got to, we do our thing. And he holds his hand up, and you see the hook splits apart, and his sword pops out of his arm. He's like, yeah, but it's not like Plan 8, though. And it, like, slides back in.
All right.
So what I'm hearing is you want to talk with them first, Bailoff, and she kind of turns around and goes like back shoulder to shoulder with you. So you're saying that this is a need for a good cop, bad cop situation.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly.
It's kind of like a bad cop, worst cop situation between the two of them. If we're
We
really
can do
being
that
honest with
too.
ourselves.
Oh, I am way more comfortable with that. Absolutely.
Right,
Yes. Okay.
Chaotic cop, more chaotic cop.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
I mean, hey, that's some fine craftsmanship. That's like a punch knife. That's like, you never cease to amaze, Blackbeard. Like, you always. Havilar, I told you, if you made the trip, it was going to be worth your while. Like, I wish Fareed had come. That's weird. I've never seen the two of you together. I'm starting to get deeply suspicious because you're twins, and I only ever see you, Havilar.
She says she's never met you either. We should fix that sometime.
Am I Farida?
What? We don't look anything alike, though.
Well, I mean, there's more to a person than just, I mean, come on, right? But, all right, maybe, let's, save these people, and then, we'll reevaluate. But, I mean, think about it.
Fair.
Think about it. Like, I mean, of the three of us, maybe there's only two of us, though.
This is making my head hurt a little.
Okay, all right. The people told us where they think the shrine is to Umberly, and we can go check it out. Okay, maybe not blasphemy because she gets into tidal wave and destroy this place, but besides that though, it's gonna be fine. Okay, all right, away we go. Hey, Ariza.
Yes.
There's one small thing that I didn't mention. I mean, I know I said I didn't keep any secrets, and this wasn't really a secret. It's just something I was going to reveal at a dramatically appropriate moment.
Say the thing.
You have to offer an appropriate song to Umberly to get into the temple. And you're the only one that I think is really, eminently qualified to do such a thing. Yeah. Because the good people of Idle Champions voted that there would be a scene that Ariza had to sing to get everyone out of trouble. And here we are. Wait, you ponder it. It's gonna be fine. We're gonna be good. Havilar.
Yes.
Give me a perception check.
That is 19.
You hear a creaking like somebody's trying to take Zuni's muzzle off. You hear the pin sliding. Zuni's not moving.
Jump for it.
But you hear the... When you jump over, you see a very small, kind of pinkish gold creature that looks like a little winged elephant that is pulling on the pin and looks at you and goes,
Don't do that.
I didn't do it. And slowly continues pulling on the pin.
No, don't do it.
But I mean, I didn't know.
Could you just gonna reach over and grab it?
When you grab it and it flutters its wings a little and kind of just floats up a little bit and goes, "Who are you guys?
Who are you? Why are you trying to take my dog's muzzle off?
I mean, it just seemed
Really
cool.
bad idea.
She can't stretch her mouth and open it up. She just looks so sad. I just wanted her to be happy. Don't you want your dog to be happy?
She'd be happy if she ate you.
I realized the flaw in my plan.
Do I also see this creature?
Oh yes, you all see her. Once
Oh, good.
it very much exists.
Check that.
That is true. Could be, but no, she's objectively there.
And how big is this little like elephant creature?
About the size of a toddler, like a little bigger than a baby.
Okay. I want to kind of just appear behind Havilar and like over the shoulder, just reach my hand out and grab it very fast.
Okay, this seems to have escalated quickly. And vanishes in a shower of glitter and bubbles.
What's that? It was so cute and really not very smart for taking off. Don't take Zuni's muzzle off.
The last thing I want is the muzzle of that thing off. Oh God, it's glitter.
No, but like Zuni
Really helpful sometimes.
promised to try to not do any murder. That's she promised to try. Is that not the best that all of us can hope for? Like promising to attempt.
She does, she keeps her word.
You don't suppose that was the evil mastermind behind all of this, do you?
I mean,
Lulu?
could anything
Little
that
pink elephant.
could anything
No.
that adorable? Like I mean, like yeah.
I don't know. I'm saying it would make a hell of a twist.
As I struggle
A
to
holly
get
of a twin.
glitter off of me, I'm like, the thing was evil. It's absolutely evil. It's
No, that's craft herpes. Like I can't even prestidigitate that off. I just like watching her squirm. No, I can't.
She looks
Like
so
there's
pretty
nothing
with
I
all
can.
the glitter though.
No, she you really you look incredible.
sparkly.
I got glittered.
All right. Wait. We gotta go to the temple. Like, Ariza, you good? You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey, all right, hang on. So as you all make your way across town, again, where they say the temple is, it is. It is close to the shore, and it is clearly made out of like driftwood that has been like gently refashioned and more laid end to end. Like it definitely was more meant to look nautical than necessarily look like a nice temple, as it is laying there. And sure enough, the door is shut.
Oh, humbly we sing to thee a song for our salvation. Help remove our vessels from this situation. Help us on this quest we have, we offer fealty to thee. Help us humbly.
You look down and Freely kind of like wipes a tear away from his eyes, like, oh wow. That was okay. No, that was really great. And you do hear the door starts to slide open in front of
Can
you.
I say something?
Absolutely.
You just got stanty.
My head
Thunder
canon is that
rumbles.
the Black Viper like elbows Zuni and is like, I saw her perform at the Yawning Portal. I was there, I saw it.
Zuni's eyes sort of like widen for a second and then just kind of like nod in acknowledgement. Like you realize this thing is like smarter than you think she is. And she's like, and just sort of like leans her head against you slightly. Like, you know, when like very big dogs like you and they just kind of lean on you a little bit, but she's like 3,000 pounds, Viper. So it's like,
Boy. Can I sleight of hand scratch behind the ear?
absolutely. You could, well,
Are we done?
you tell me, Havilar, that would Zuni be receptive to ear scratches?
He loves ear scritches.
Perfect.
I think at this point she likes everybody well enough to allow them.
I mean, it's good because if you
Or
didn't,
at least she's picked up don't eat these people.
Cool. I just wanted to see what that would be, and a sleight of hand had scratches is a 37.
it's the world's best ear scratches, actually. So much so that like her leg starts to thump again here on the sand, but with considering 30 is an impossible task and you got 37, like it is astonishing ear scratches, and her leg boom 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 so loud. Baloth, give me perception with advantage.
Very well.
What can I say? I have magic fingers.
Yeah, I mean, that would be in keeping with the stories that I've heard, you know. But,
Literally the only thing magical about me, but that's okay.
you know, but you lean into it. You lean into it.
With advantage, that's a 22.
You hear somebody moving around inside. They weren't moving around until her legs started thumping. And then there's definitely people in there.
Hello?
As you kind of peek your head inside, the small shrine is a humble one-room affair. Its interior walls covered with the same sea life relief carvings as the exterior. On the side of the chamber, a fountain features water magically flowing up as the twin waves of Umberlee. Across from it, an altar is built of dried and decayed ship's timber and planking, and festooned with tangled fishing nets. A scattering of coins and gems dot the dirt on the floor around it. All of you give me perception checks.
Oh, yeah. Also, I am loving this additional die now that I figured it out. Oh, thank you.
All right, there you go. Don't thank me, thank the internet.
You got 13.
Oh,
3.
I rolled a natural 1, so I just continue to shout, hello? Anyone here?
You've successfully disbelieved. How much was that, sorry?
26.
Black Viper, you notice as you kind of scan this room, there are strange lines running through the relief carvings along the far wall, which create a secondary image of their own. These are new lines carved out carefully through the existing images, and which show an enormous tentacled creature rising up from behind the shrine. But as you continue surveying all of this, you also notice 5 figures kneeling in front of the altar. They get up and turn around and look at you. They all wear the normal garb of sailors, fishers, and dock laborers, with holy symbols of Umberlee placed in subtle locations. The junior priest, Fried Drebeck, introduces himself to you, and you realize this is the same priest that gave you the chest to Umberlee mere moments before, basically. Well, you found your way to sanctum, then you did.
Who's gonna talk to him?
Well,
I mean,
he
we're
gave
here.
you the.
I don't.
He gave
is
you
that
the
even a
sandwich
real
box.
question? It's like an observation.
Are we supposed to be asking him questions? Say, hang on a
He's
second.
saying you're
hang on a
here, and
second.
that's just like obviously we're here. You're talking to us. So like, why wouldn't you just start? Hi, you got any information, or you just want to state the obvious?
Who poisoned the geese? I don't know. I'm not the one who does this.
Let them do the whole thing. That's not.
No, you guys are doing fantastic. I am enjoying the show. This is wonderful.
Do you want Havlar? Do you want to be the good? I mean, can you be anything but a good? I don't know if that's like a thing you
From
do.
behind Havlar, I kind of and push her way to the front.
Hey, somebody's rubbing
Get him,
their
Sh-
mic. I don't know who that is. It might be you, Vivka, because I'm hearing it when you're moving. Like I'm hearing like, yeah. Like something physically touching a mic. Sorry. Okay.
I don't even have a.
A wild Luke Gygax has reappeared.
Wait. Oh, Bunny, are you in a car?
That is dedication.
You know, I admire your commitment. And yes, please, sir. Yes. What were you saying?
I'd say I had to jump in the car and drive to where my phone had good enough reception to be able to dial in. But I'm here.
You know, I appreciate that. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of this. I'm going to attempt to here. Let me see if I can like make this work with the quickness. Hang on.
That's
All right.
dedication, Luke.
I am beyond impressed here.
That's 100,000%. Hang on. Let me see how I can make what I can do here. So those two work. Thank you, Luke, for fighting with it. We appreciate it.
The show must go on.
Indeed. I'm gonna make this happen here. It is going to be guerrilla, but we're gonna make it work. All right, hang on.
And let me say, the inside of your car looks immaculate, so clean and tidy.
That is, that's a military man's automobile there. All right. Sorry, chat. Again, you guys are seeing this in real time. It is happening before your very eyes here. The good news is, Luke, you showed up just in time for some violence. Okay. Yeah. All right. Hold on. Can I just wait?
Luke, guess what? I rolled a 37 on ear scratches.
That
Oh
is
my
true.
gosh.
You
That
did
is
look-
amazing.
You know what? Look at this. Hang on. Wait. I might Nope, not that one. What's the other one I got to shut off? Boom. There you go. I'm just dropping the Zoom window. There you go, folks. You just see Zoom. There you go. We're going to make this happen. Onward to the end.
Fine, we got it.
Yeah. So, you know, I appreciate, again, that, thank you, Luke. Again, the same thing happened to Vivka. Like I said, it's regional outage. Couldn't control it. So, for the sake of expediency, when you guys walk in, Zuni doesn't fit inside, but you see the priest looks around and he's like, so you're coming to find out about poison animals. I'm afraid we don't know anything about poison animals, you see.
Well, what do you know?
Ooh, all of you give me insight checks. Oh, I know that Umberlee is a harsh mistress, that she don't tolerate failure.
Well, that's good enough for me. I rolled a 9.
I am never rolling real dice again. I have a 19.
Yeah, 23.
It's pretty clear, even beyond, you know, the obvious, that he knows more than he's letting on. He very much is like, poison? I don't know anything about no poison. Luke, by the way, for the just to let you know what happened after all the creatures were killed, we ended up taking a break, had to figure it out. Vivka got back, had to sort it all out. You all have traced the cultists of Umberlee, that when they came into town is when things started going wrong. And this is the shrine.
Surprise.
I know, shocking, but this is the shrine of the cultists of Umberlee, which is you all have just arrived at. And he looks, just sort of like scratches his head a little bit, and he motions with one of his hands, and the door shuts behind you. The rock slides back into place, and he says, you know, the townsfolk here understand their purpose. Eyes down, minds focused on their work, and accepting of the Wave Mother's will. But outsiders like you, sometimes you gotta be taught your place. Apologies, you there, blessed of the dog father. I'll do my best to let you live. And he starts to grow and change.
Oh dear.
And he turns into a large, hulking, toothy monstrosity of a wereshark.
Surprise!
And Erin, you mentioned
Avalar,
the
I'm so
wereshark
sorry
this
I pushed
morning.
you.
You mentioned this morning on Champions of Lore. She was like, weresharks are a thing. And I'm like, are they? That's so weird.
I thought you were awful quiet.
Thanks,
about the
Erin.
wereshark.
I've never heard of such a creature. So, in the interest of time, I will keep your previous initiative that you had from before. So there is the wereshark and 4 other cultists in here in this room with you. I'm going to say...
In my head, it is a street shark.
Oh yeah, of course. Like,
And
no,
the
like
shark
camo pants,
bite
the
gummy
boots.
snacks?
Yeah, the whole 9 yards. In the
Man
interest,
shark.
in the
Like
interest of
abs
time,
on abs.
I'm going to say that Freely got locked outside with Zuni because he was busy talking to her and giving her tummy scritches and didn't notice when the door shut and is frantically eldritch blasting the wall trying to get back in right now. You hear him outside like, you got, is there a shark in there? Like, how is that even a thing? But you, blasting into the walls. So, Baloth, that would make you number 1.
So Baloth, because he rolled such a low insight, he was like, oh, well, his story checks out. So he was getting ready to leave when this guy turned into a shark and just goes, what the? And almost instinctively fires off a lightning bolt at this wereshark.
All right. What's the save he needs to make?
This will be a Dex 19 save.
He does not make it.
And he takes...
Also, shout out to everybody in chat with the Jabberjaw illusions.
Well, this particular lycanthrope will take 45 points of lightning damage.
New plan. That one dies first.
And Marmaduke suddenly materializes beside him and is going to take a bite out of him.
All right, go ahead and roll it.
And I've got Marmaduke's. I've actually got the direwolf stats, so he can actually do a proper attack.
Absolutely. That was like, it was legit perfect this morning, Aaron, when you just like launch into this diatribe about how where sharks are a thing. I'm like,
I'm shocked.
I doubt a 12 will hit, will it?
a 12 is not going to be enough.
Or actually, it might even be an 11. I think they get a +2 on their attack, so 11.
That is not enough. Yes. All right. Black Viper, it is your turn.
So I assume from still behind Havilar, because I had unked her before. How tall is Havilar?
5'9". You
Okay.
vaulted her last time. I'm just saying. I don't know if you have enough space to get the run up.
Oh, I think that was a different character. I'm going to reach kind of like over her shoulder there and do a quick sneak attack.
As one does on the shark.
Literally like a pop-up, like bloop.
All right, go ahead and roll it. It is flanked because of Marmaduke.
That's fair. Wait, shoot, hold on. Trying to figure out how to roll to hit.
So next to your weapon, where it'll say like plus whatever.
The sneak attack doesn't have one of those.
It's the weapon, not the sneak attack. So whatever
okay.
your dagger or your sword or what have you.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sorry, new buttons.
That's okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and shunk with the rapier.
Okay.
And going to add my Blessed Edition.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a 19.
A 19 is enough to hit it.
Is it what?
Yeah, a 19 is enough.
Okay, great. And so then the damage, give me that die again. Boom, boom, is a 23.
Perfect. Your rapier slides into it, and it just like looks down at you. As you notice, it doesn't really bleed very much when you pull the sword out. It's got that I can't English anymore. What sharks are made of? Cartilageous flesh that doesn't really bleed, but you've clearly wounded it.
Excellent. I'm then going to use my bonus action of giving my dear sweet Javi a nice little shoulder squeeze and whisper and be like, "Oh my dear, you definitely have this. Don't worry. Go ahead. It's basically a big sardine, and I'm going to disengage." And
As you disengage, he looks and goes, "Yeah, haven't had any drow flesh in ages." And he does lunge forward, biting at you, Baloth. What is your AC?
AC 18. And if he hits, I've got a shield spell ready to go.
Your shield would your AC was what? Sorry,
it's 18. With shield, it'll be 23.
One of his attacks would have missed anyway, and your shield would not be enough to save you from the second one.
Damn. Okay.
Give me a con save.
That is a 16.
I want you to know something. Normally, I don't give the numbers out in the meta, but if you'd gotten less than a 15, you too would have become a wereshark, Baloth.
But that would have been so cool.
Like, wereshark Baloth is kind of the content I subscribe for, to tell you the truth. But then,
all right, new
Definitely
skin,
being
new
improvement.
skin. Let's get that going. Yeah.
he does, however, bite you for 16 points of piercing damage as he sinks his massive teeth down into you. And it is Ariza's turn. And Havilar will be after that, by the way.
Oh, question. Does
Yes.
so did he have to move to get up to me? Because I believe that Marmaduke would get an opportunity attack on him.
He's still be in range. This is kind of
He's still in
It's
range.
kind of
Okay.
claustrophobic. You all are kind of like bunched in here.
Gotcha. Oh, and for future reference, I'm so sorry, I miscalculated Marmaduke. He actually gets a +5 to attack, so I'll save that for future ones.
Perfect. No problem. It's Ariza, and it's going to be Havilar.
Ariza looks at the wereshark going at Baloth, and she just goes, like, she starts to crackle And you start seeing lightning come out of her fingers. And she just says, no. And she casts Guiding Bolt.
Okay. Roll it.
So that's a 22.
That is enough to hit it. And for how much damage?
All right. Hold on. That is...
There's going to be Havilar and then Melf, by the way.
Did the number show up in the thing?
Sometimes it lags for a second.
Rude. Hold on.
On occasion. Just give it to me when you got it. Havilar, you have this
32 points of damage.
32. You blow a significant chunk out of it. And he goes, oh, wave mother, let me die gloriously, huh? It clearly damaged and wounded and burying his teeth into Baloth's shoulders here, not letting go of him.
Yeah. Oh, am I grappled?
No, I'm doing it more dramatic.
Oh, okay. More dramatically. Okay.
Havilar.
All right,
your
I'm
turn.
gonna go at him with my glaive. And I'm gonna do it twice. So the first one, I think they both hit. The lower one is a 30.
No, that is enough. Yeah.
Oh God, I hope it hits.
Right. I'm like, that misses and you should run. Freely's like, don't worry, you guys. When you die, I'll continue the adventure.
Okay. So damage. And I'm gonna use one of my superiority dice.
If not now, win.
To try and trip him. So he has to make a DC 16 strength saving throw.
He got a 1, so he full bum over tea kettle. Like everybody's talking about Jabberjaw. It's full Hanna-Barbera, feet straight up, head straight down, jackhammer, fall into the ground.
Nice.
And you would have advantage on subsequent attacks, having tripped it.
Okay. So that is 14 damage on the first one, and something rolled and I don't even know what it was.
Y'all,
and then
this
the
is
second
weird.
one is 16 damage.
I'm accustomed to a certain number of bugs coming in here. It does just happen. No, there is like an Egyptian swarm of insects in my room right now, and I don't know why. I mean, the lights are on, but the lights are always on. Like, they just knew you guys were coming today, that they were like, ooh, we're doing Idle Champions Presents. You know? The unsleeping hordes. So how much damage was that total? I apologize.
This is why I'm so glad we have these
That's why.
things. Okay, so 14 for the first one, 16 for the second one, and then stab it with the back of the glaive. And that is a 16.
Melf, you see this creature stabbed and slashed and cut and everything, rolls over on the ground and goes, and coughs out seawater and looks up at you and goes, oh, I know you. Capsize a vessel you was on once, I did. Managed to get away from me. I wanted to know what that good eyeball tasted like.
I'm going to take my sword and I'm going to sheath it in its evil were shark heart and say, "You'll never know, foul creature." And I will release I'll also release oh geez, I forgot the name of it. A shocking grasp to the sword.
Perfect.
Into the creature, and it should do 3d8. I can't imagine that I would miss.
I realize you're in the car. Would you like me to roll for you?
That'd be fantastic. Right. So kind. I have it's a plus 12 to hit, and then 3d8.
That absolutely is enough. And as you bury your sword and this thing shakes and vibrates and lays there for a second and shrinks back into the very mangled and murdered form of the high priest who you have just shuffled off the mortal plane. However, watching Drabik die, you hear a shriek go out from when he dies that echoes through the place here. And all of you, nothing just yet. However, you do hear like it's the fountain against the wall starts to rumble and seawater starts to bubble up and goes spreading you all around everywhere. Havilar, you are in death saves. Ariza, you are 2 death saves down. Melf, you have 1 chance to save everyone. Oh, they couldn't hear us.
Oh, they missed all of that?
Can we just get a redo?
Oh, that's awkward. Okay.
Guess what, everyone? I won.
You know what? You know what? Next week, we'll come back to the altar. Maybe you'll make some different choices this time. Like, not to be too meta, but like, actively antagonizing Umberlee was maybe not the move. And we'll come back. What the altar's going to do, we'll come back with the cultists. Maybe you'll survive having not gotten murdered. The best thing about this also is we already had our recording earlier, and just now when I came back, I didn't even record that. So there's not even a record of what happened to you guys. So, we really can do this over from scratch. And yeah,
okay.
Hey, so there you go. First,
Do we have to fight the wereshark again?
No, the werestreak. We'll go just back to the altar. Just back to the altar.
Yeah.
Back to the altar because some stuff happens with the altar.
We're all having shark sushi right now.
I mean, that is a
Shark shootery.
Yep.
Charcuterie.
All
A
charcuterie.
charcuterie board?
Mhm. All charcuterie. So yes, there you go. I apologize, you all, for a spotty and tumultuous first episode, of which only part of it was my fault. Only the end. So we spread it around, That was so the universe, Vivka and Luke, that was so you guys wouldn't feel bad about what happened, is I had to fumble as well. And then now, there it is. Erin, Mark, and Krystina.
We know it's not smooth sailings on the unfair seeds.
Ooh,
Very true. Very true.
I
Wordsmith.
personally would like to thank our official sponsor, Spectrum Internet, for just really always being there when we need it.
Yeah, thank you for that. Yes, so that being said, thank you, wonderful people. Thank you all for hanging in with us. I apologize for the tech snafus. God willing, it will be smoother sailing on the unfair seas. We'll make offerings to Umberlee in advance next time. But real quick, before we get out of here, tell everybody who you are and where you can be found. We will come from the other end here. Again, thank you, Luke and Vivka, for working so hard for getting back when the fates were being unkind to you as well. But we will start with you this time, Luke.
Hey, you know what? The show must go on, so you got to jump back in when you can. You got to do what you got to do. You can find me at Luke Gygax on the interwebs in all sorts of spots. Please, if you love to game, you love playing D&D, GaryCon is coming up 25th to 28th March. Just go to play.garycon.com, get a badge, and join us. All sorts of great perks, and I'd love to have you there. I
mean, maybe someone's running a game that day.
There could be. I don't know. Some people we know.
It's true. Maybe. Like it could be. Could be anybody. You never know. Vivka, the birthday girl.
Hi, everyone. I am Vivid Vivka. You can find me at select places on the internet because social media is terrible. I love mostly Twitter and TikTok. I have the same name, Vivid Vivka, not Vivica, Vivka. And really quick, B-Dave, how's my outfit?
It's
like,
incredible.
Are we
We stepped in salt water?
That outfit.
Oh, yes. No, definitely ruined. Definitely destroyed.
Oh.
Definitely ruined by an angry goddess. 100%.
Oh my gosh. I just, that last shark outfit, the shark outfit that the shark got me. It was terrible. I got goo on me. I've got glitter on me. It's awful. I definitely feel like I should definitely change my outfit in something that's more canon and available soon.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Freely's got this pirate look, and it's like it works. It works, Like you would make it look much better on you if the Black Viper were to suddenly look like a pirate for some reason.
That I feel like Black Viper in Idle Champions should look like a pirate, and I feel in my very core that that's going to happen very soon.
Interesting. Yes, quite. Krystina.
Hi. My name is Krystina Arielle. You can find me on the internet at Krystina Arielle, but you have to spell it right or else it's not me. It's KrystinAarielle. That's my name. I am on Twitter a whole lot, and I'm also the host of Star Wars The High Republic show on Star Wars YouTube and StarWars.com. So you can find me on there. You can find me tomorrow. I'm doing an interview with the Blurred Girl on Twitch. That should be super fun. And if you want to find out what else I'm up to, just follow me on the internet because I talk about it there. And that is a good place to have a conversation. Also, Ariza will be available in Idle Champions starting on Wednesday. She is available with her regular skin and also, spoiler, a pirate skin available this Wednesday on
pirate
the
skin.
That's
and
totally
she's got
nautical.
two
dude.
hairstyles.
Totally nautical.
Natural hairstyles,
Hey.
braids, and an afro. Represent.
Thank you,
Good time.
CNEGames, for that. Thank you for CNEGames for representing with the hair. Also, I don't know if you guys look how suspiciously I look down this can, because if ever there was a day I was going to drink a can full of mosquitoes, apparently today would be that day.
Oh
Mark.
Good for you. Protein.
It's true. Hello, I'm Mark Meer. I was playing Baloth. Baloth has a pirate skin, which is currently available in the gem store at Idle Champions. You can also hear me on Stitch of Fate, a podcast by night. We just started our second season. That can be found wherever you find the podcasts. And this Sunday, I'm going to be on Roll For It's Twitch. We're finishing up a little Mass Effect D&D 5th edition campaign, reskinned with the stuff from the Mass Effect universe. I am playing the potential biotic god, Edgar Poe. So please check that out. And yeah, I'm also available on Cameo for all your Mass Effect catchphrase related needs.
Perfect. Erin.
I can talk. I'm Erin M Evans. You can find me on Twitter at Erin M Evans. You can also find me on twitch.tv/Dungeon every Wednesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific, playing Cecilia, and on Mondays at 11 right here on CNEGames, Champions of Lore.
Yep. With our good friend Trevor Bettis, Trievor. Yeah. And me, B. Dave Walters. I say words about things. You can find me all over the internet, wherever fine streaming content is available. Monday mornings with Erin at 11, Champions of Lore, here for Pacific, doing Idle Champions Presents. Thursdays in the morning, I'll roll for it with Ascension and a bunch of other things that I don't think I can announce yet. So with that being said, again, thank you all for tuning in. I'd like to think we will try and stitch this into something recognizable for a VOD. I don't know, but you know, we came, we saw, we had a good time, and we'll give it another shot next week, and maybe you all won't die a horrible death at the hands of an angry sea goddess. Like, whatever. This is my last birthday gift to you, Vivka. Do over.
Why? I did fantastic.
All right. Thank you, guys. Everybody have a good night. Hey, bye.